Guys, if you didn't know, we are touring America.
So you guys already know we did like a quick little announcement earlier in the month, but we are here to tell you guys right now that tickets are officially on sale. You guys can go get them right now by going to thetrashtastetour.com. Links in the description. Here are all the places we're going to.
Yeah. Oh my god, I love
Look
that
at
state.
all of these places.
There's so many, we don't even want to name them out. Just pause and find your city.
We're gonna have a year's worth of Trashing America content just from this one tour.
There's different tiers of tickets available, so if you want to make sure you are one of the first people to get them, and before they sell out, go now, smash the link in the description down below to get your tickets before they all sell out. Because, I mean, quite frankly, who isn't going to want to come see us? I'm so important.
So guys, again, head on over to thetrashtastetour.com, links in the description below, and for all of you Americans, we will see you all there.
Yes.
On with the episode.
Ready? Hi everyone, welcome to Trash Taste Podcast, including your special guest, me, Lilypichu.
Wow.
We're joined by our 3 hosts.
Oh my god. This is never. Is that the intro we're gonna use? This has never happened
I'm
before.
just joking.
What's up, xenophobic xylophones? Welcome back to another episode of the Trash Taste Podcast. That's your fault. That is your fault. Yeah, all you xenophobic xylophones out there, shout out to you. I'm your host, Joey, with the boys, Connor and Garn, and she's already done it, but we have Lilypichu on the podcast.
She just took over our podcast.
Yep.
I don't think that's ever happened. This is like Ladybeard, I think, where someone just took over the intro.
So yeah, welcome.
Oh, can I put a disclaimer? I just recently got gum surgery, so I have like shit all on my teeth. So if I like show it, please don't be freaked out.
Okay. Good.
People in comments are like, "What's that on her teeth? Like gum on her teeth?" I'm like, "No, it's dressing."
Well, I guess
So anime.
Are we jumping right into it?
Lily's just like dying to talk about anime.
Yeah.
Anime. Well, I used to have an anime podcast.
Yeah.
That didn't last very long because talking about only anime in a podcast was like not.
That's literally the problem that we've come up with.
Why do you think we don't do that?
Yeah, we started off as an anime podcast, although not really, because we had like one episode to do with anime, and then we just gave up.
It was like half an episode.
It was like half an episode.
But there's only so many things you could talk about it. What's your favorite anime? What are you watching this season? Like, what do you think of? And then it's just like, what do we talk about?
Yeah. I mean, that's, I think, the biggest problem with every anime creator. Which is you just run out of anime to talk about because there's only a few certain topics that people really want to hear about.
Yes.
And then everyone just gets bored of you. Like everyone's favorite anime is kind of like the same thing.
Yep.
Right,
most of the time.
Changed. Mine hasn't changed in like, well, now I don't know. Okay, Arcane's not any anime.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Arcane is.
No, it's not.
It's totally an anime.
We love Arcane, but Joey refuses to watch it.
Why?
Do you want to talk about Arcane? Do you want to talk about Arcane?
Why won't you watch it?
He's a contrarian. He won't watch anything that's popular.
Because it's too popular.
Yeah.
Because people keep hyping it up, and so the expectations are just insane for me now.
It'll meet your expectations.
I've heard so many shows that with the exact same thing, and it hasn't lived up to the expectations. So I'm scared now to watch it.
I'm on Team Lily with this one. I think it will. It's really good.
You know what? If it helps you, you could watch it in Japanese dub.
That's not my issue.
There's a part. It's really cute. Like there's a part where Vi calls Caitlyn Cupcake.
Yeah.
And they did it in every single language because it's a really hot scene. Sorry.
Yeah.
Spoilers.
Right. Wow.
And then he's like, Cupcake. It's like, really
I've seen the Japanese dub of that scene, and it's better than the
It's
English
hot.
dub. It is fucking hot. It is hot. Oh my god.
So maybe you would like that.
Okay, yeah, maybe.
Like watch it in Japanese. I mean, you can pretend it's anime.
Pretend it's anime. Yeah. Even though Connor refuses to not call it anything else.
Wait, what?
You're like, it's an anime.
Yeah, it is an anime.
But maybe we should say it's not an anime.
I just do that to annoying people who are like, you know.
I understand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They get very
Same
frustrated.
vibe as calling Avatar an anime.
Yeah. I just think it's like dumb. Who
Avatar's
cares?
coming out with 3 movies. Did you see that?
Yeah.
I did
I'm
not.
so excited.
Are you excited? I'm like kind of scared.
Wait, is it 3 live action movies or 3
looks like
animated?
animated
I
movies.
think it's animated.
movies.
Yeah.
Okay.
Pretty excited because you guys like Avatar?
I love Avatar.
Yeah, I love Avatar.
I actually haven't seen Avatar yet.
It will.
I know,
don't worry.
I know.
The high expectations you have, it'll hit it.
It actually does.
It actually does. How does it feel?
Just like Arcane, which you should watch.
The first season's really slow, but you do need to watch it to set up for like the second.
Yeah, I think I watched the first season and I thought the first season was a little slow, but then I heard it gets better, and then I just I never continued it after the first season.
You just gotta like.
But Arcane doesn't have that. It's just win. Like it's just great.
Arcane from like episode 1, fucking incredible.
Arcane is insane.
Yeah. Joey wants to die right
You're
now.
depriving yourself.
It's been 0 days since Arcane was mentioned.
You really should watch it. There's only 9 episodes out. Like, what's your excuse? I don't
What are you in the comments section? I am aware.
This is good.
I am aware.
Great content. Great
You
content.
watch, okay.
Okay, I will.
I love all this anime talk. Arcane,
Yeah.
Avatar.
Such great
Nothing
anime.
but
I
anime.
love.
Okay, question since you're an Avatar fan.
Okay.
Legend of Korra, do you rate it?
I think if they were told that they could have more than one season, because I heard they were like,
They were meddled a lot, right?
yes,
Yeah.
I think it could have been so much better. But I think there's
yeah.
some good parts in Korra, like
Yeah, I liked the first season.
Yeah.
But then I found
Yeah.
the ending was kind of
rushed almost.
Yeah, it was kind of like, okay, all right.
Spoilers? Does it matter?
No.
I mean, I haven't seen it, but
Oh,
it doesn't
do
really
you guys
matter too
read
much.
Spoilers before you watch something?
Never.
No.
Why would
Oh, neither
we do
do
that?
I.
Wait, what?
Wait, actually, we do that. I remember now. This is last time. I'm
I was
getting
like, you
like
made it
fucking.
sound like you do, and then you said you're like, nah.
I'm getting like fucking Vietnam flashbacks of the
Yes.
last time we recorded an anime podcast together, and you said you read spoilers before you watch the show.
So it's
Wait,
the journey, not the destination. I am a firm believer of like, if I know what happens, it doesn't detract from my viewing experience because either way, I'm watching it.
What? But why not have the experience of like, say, being able to
It's like the
watch it?
anxiety.
But then you of not knowing what's gonna happen.
Yeah, the anxiety.
No, but isn't that-
Do you get anxiety reading the spoilers as
No.
it's going on?
Well, sometimes, but like when I read the spoiler, I'm like, oh, that's how it ends. Oh, that's how the conflict is resolved. I feel much better. Let me enjoy and watch this now. You know what I mean?
But you already know what it's going to be before you watch it.
yeah, but
This
that's
has like divorced parent energy. It's like I just wish I could know when they'd stop fighting. Like, when will they like? I just want to know.
if I had a crystal ball that could literally tell me anything I wanted to know, I would take it. Like I want to know when I die, how I die, when my dog's gonna die, like when like.
Why do you want to know?
Why do you want to know
So
that?
I could treasure every day before that day. You know?
You're not going to otherwise? You're like, nah, it's all right. I don't know when it's
I don't know when they're gonna
Wait,
die,
okay,
so
man.
I'm just gonna like piss my life away or
I still
whatever.
would. I just, it's nice. The information is nice, you know. What would have happened if I like went this route in my career or this or whatever?
Wouldn't
like,
you like
I
let?
want to know everything.
Let's say if like this crystal ball told you that you were gonna fail, you'd be
Yeah.
like, well, why am I trying then?
Right, then I
But
just die.
What if you
Wouldn't
failed
life
because
be
you saw the
boring if
crystal
that in
ball?
that case
Yeah.
if you just knew everything that was going to happen? Because everything's predetermined in that case.
Yeah, but they still like I can still experience it, right? Just because I know like, oh, I'm going to drink a lot here and have fun, but I'm still gonna drink and have fun. You know, that's not gonna.
So you don't like surprises, is what I'm hearing.
Yeah, I guess. It's just like knowing stuff. It's anxiety. I don't know. There was one time we went to watch a scary movie.
Yeah.
And I could not take it. I wanted to take out my phone and read the spoilers. And then like in the
Okay.
movie theater.
Okay, actually, I was going to say there is one case where I do just read and watch spoilers.
Horror movies?
Horror movies.
Right. It's like kind of like that.
Because okay, I'm a fucking pussy when it comes to horror movies. I'll be honest. Like I hate not knowing what's going to happen.
Gonna die.
But like at the same time, I think a lot of horror movie concepts are just really fucking interesting.
Yeah.
So
That is true.
I watch more videos breaking down horror movie spoilers than I actually watch horror movies.
Oh my God.
Sydney's gonna fucking kill me because she fucking loves horror movies. But I think I know like most horror movies, like
Yeah.
the plot of most big horror
I
movies.
think
now.
I get what you mean. Like, I've seen an arduous amount of like, would you be able to survive this Saw Trap videos more than the actual Saw movies?
Right,
Like,
right.
I haven't seen a single Saw movie, but goddamn, I want to know how you'd escape from
Right,
that.
because like horror movies have some of the best hooks of like any films. Like
Yeah.
you can boil it down to like one tagline or one like it's basically a YouTube clickbait. You know, it's got like the interesting concept, but like I don't want to experience like the bullshit of like getting scared and getting jump scared
Right.
I do
and all
like
that shit.
Oh, that reminds me of my other favorite anime. Movie recaps on YouTube.
Yeah.
I watch that so much. Like I don't even watch movies anymore. I watch movie recaps.
You have the same brain as God. God does the exact same thing.
Hello there,
What-
Mr.
what-
Recap here. Today I'm going to tell you a story about blah 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 blah. Watch out and take care. No, I just like your accent.
Okay. I was like, is this like an accurate?
Yeah.
I've never related to someone so hard because I thought I was a psychopath.
It's really, you guys should try it. It's good bedtime stories. You just put one on and then you just like you listen to someone explain the movie plot.
Yeah.
And it's
No.
like, you don't need to spend 2 hours watching the movie.
No,
You
I
got this.
totally get that with
This is-
movies
This
that.
is why art is dead. Like,
No, I
This
totally.
is why I watch YouTube videos at 1.5 speed. You know, you don't
like
even.
that.
Yeah.
1.5. I cannot do 1 speed anymore.
No, Okay, that's psychopathic. But like,
What?
but like, no, I totally get that with like movies that are say like really fucked up, where it's like, or really shit. For example, it's like, yeah, okay, I'll watch a guy breaking down a movie. But if it's like, do you do that with all movies, even ones that you look at and you're like, oh, that looks interesting?
Not all movies. Yeah, so most movies are like, I think in like the, let's say the 6 to 7 out of 10 range.
If it's a Marvel movie, you're gonna watch it.
Depends on the Marvel
I
movie.
watch Marvel. I love Marvel. That's
Yeah.
Hell,
yeah.
dude.
Yeah, that's my favorite
I
anime.
love that anime.
Yeah, but like sometimes I have certain Marvel movies that I want to watch and experience to the fullest, but like I don't want to watch all the bullshit that comes before it. Like for example, when I'm going to watch Doctor Strange, I don't want to fucking watch WandaVision. I'll just watch someone's summary of
Okay, but like
WandaVision.
WandaVision is not a bad TV show.
Is it
I
not?
think you should watch it. The ending's a little weak, but I think it's.
Did you watch the new Doctor Strange movie?
I did.
Did you like it?
Okay, so there were so many elements that I really liked. The
Yeah.
horror elements were
Yeah.
fantastic. Then there were some really cheesy lines.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't like it.
There were some really cheesy.
I've actually spoiled myself on the Doctor Strange movie because of this guy. Actually,
Have you guys watched Everything Everywhere All at Once?
Yeah, that's
no,
that's so
no,
good.
no.
So
I
good.
really want
That's
to.
not something I'm going to spoil for
Yeah,
myself. That's
yeah.
like
I
a
haven't spoiled. That's the one movie I didn't spoil myself for.
yeah, because like
Did you
I
watch it?
I did.
It's so good, right?
It's amazing.
Oh my God. Because I have like certain movies where I'm like, I want to experience this to the fullest.
Yes.
I want to not spoil myself, and then some of them I'm just like, whatever. I just want to know what happens. Like when when you said
Yeah.
Doctor Strange was like mid, I was like, okay, well,
You can spoil that.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
No,
Everything
Morbius is
Everywhere-
a perfect example of like, I'll just go and watch a recap
Yeah.
video.
Yeah.
Because like, I'm not gonna go fucking watch.
I'm not
anyway.
even gonna watch a fucking recap of Morbius.
I only watched the recap so I could understand the memes more.
I really thought they said it's Morbin time in the movie.
Yeah, I thought so too. They don't say it.
I thought so as well.
Yeah, I thought that was an actual line that people were memeing.
For the longest time, I thought, oh, it's just a line in the movie. It's just means it's that
Morbin
bad.
time.
Yeah.
I really thought.
I just love the idea of just memeing these really terrible movies and giving like the executives it's like, wow, people love this movie. Everyone's talking about it.
If they
on
don't
Twitter.
say it's Morbin time in Morbius 2, I will be thoroughly disappointed.
direct to TV, right? It's
Yeah.
direct to Apple TV.
Is
or
it?
something. It's not going in like it's not a cinematic release, a
Yeah.
theatrical release.
Well, no,
Nice.
it did get a cinematic release.
So no, the second movie is not going to be a theatrical.
There's gonna be a second one.
Yeah,
so it
they're
was
making a
greenlit.
second one.
Why would they do that?
Because
Why?
it was so popular.
But like,
look at Google Trends. It
yeah,
was
but
clearly doing so well.
But like, didn't they like who produced it again? Sony? I think it was
Yeah,
Sony
Sony.
that produced
Yeah.
it. Didn't they like re-release it because of the memes
Yeah,
in
they did,
cinemas?
yeah.
And then it fucking bombed.
Yeah.
They were like, people want to see this because everyone's talking about it. Let's re-release it. Fucking bombs. Like, so I'm surprised they're doing a second one. Honestly,
I don't know how it's going to work.
It's not. That's the thing. It's
no,
not.
the first one didn't work.
How do you top the first one? Oh my god.
So have you ever read like a spoiler to like a TV show or a movie and you've kind of like regretted it? Has that ever happened? Never.
Like literally never. I just enjoy media differently. Oh my gosh, you guys' accent reminds me of Harry Potter. I think Harry Potter.
He's Australian.
I'm not even British.
That's the most.
I just want to segue into like I think Harry Potter should be an anime.
Yeah. I mean, so what,
I mean,
what makes you think this?
Did you watch Little Witch Academia? That's basically Harry Potter.
Yeah,
I
that's
like
true.
the
Oh,
OVAs,
what?
but I
No,
thought
it's
the
not.
It's
series-
Harry Potter with little girls. That's all it is.
I mean, it's got the vibe down, but it's not exactly Harry Potter. It's more cutesy than Harry Potter. Obviously,
yeah,
right?
obviously.
So have we all
So
watched
many
Harry
things
Potter?
should be animes, and they're not.
Yeah, we've all watched Harry Potter. I haven't watched all of them.
What do you mean you haven't watched all of it?
I got up to Goblet of Fire.
What the fuck?
Okay, so
you
I've
haven't watched Harry
So I've
I've seen
watched,
half of it.
Okay, so I've watched up to Goblet of Fire, and then I skipped to the last movie.
So how do you even have your citizenship to the UK still, dude? What the hell?
No, because to me, like I was never that obsessed with Harry Potter. I swear, I've met more Americans that are like really into Harry
It's
Potter
like
than
the
I have
entire
Brits.
generation.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like you know how in Avatar it's like, oh, what element are you?
Yeah.
Harry Potter, what house are you? Like I like things like that, you know. I like to compartmentalize my friends into categories in my brain. So like, what?
So we are
element
just the
are
British
you?
guys, then I guess.
Element?
Yeah, in Avatar, like what element? are
Fuck,
you?
I don't know. In Harry Potter, I'm a Slytherin.
Oh, in Harry Potter, I'm a Hufflepuff.
Everyone's a Hufflepuff. Everyone's.
How do you know what house you are?
There's a official
Quiz.
quiz you can do.
Oh, is there? Oh, I haven't done that.
Like-
How's everyone done
Like a
this
personality
quiz?
because everyone knows at least one over fucking enthusiastic Harry Potter fan.
Yeah.
Oh, person that. Oh my gosh, guys, what MBTI type are you? I'll get into astrology next if you want. But what
No.
MBTI type are you? Do you know?
I don't know the code, but I know the name.
What is?
It was executive assertive or something. I don't know.
Oh, I don't know.
Maylin, what am I? Because you made me do that test.
I'm an
Connor's an ESTP. Hold on.
ESTP.
I'm something with an I remember.
Yeah.
EIPT, I guess. I don't know.
PTSD.
What?
PTSD.
I'm ESTP.
HTML.
What is ESTP?
It's just
Never even heard of that one. I'm gonna be honest. Like,
Well, it's the one
ESPN.
with 16, right?
yeah.
Yeah, It was.
Yeah.
I don't fucking know. Man.
ESPN.
ENTJ.
EMTJ.
Who's that?
Who's he? Who's that?
who's
Which one
that?
was that?
ENTJ.
Dude, do you want to explain what this is? Because I think a lot of our audience might not know what.
Oh, I don't know shit. I just like asking this.
It's like
Wait,
this.
do you know yours?
INFP.
INFP. Is that like the artsy one? I think so. Because there's one where it was a woman with like butterflies.
That's
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh,
that's it.
That might be my one as well. That sounds
INFP?
familiar. Yeah.
Maybe.
I had an I in mine.
Mine was a woman who looked stern with like a ruler. So I don't know what that says about me.
That's funny.
You're stern.
I
Do
guess.
you want to explain what this is? Because I'm
Yeah.
sure a lot of our audience are lost right now. It's just like they're just saying
everyone knows.
letters.
Everyone knows.
They're just saying letters
It's
right
just
now.
a fun personality test. It's not
Yeah.
anything serious.
Yeah.
It's just
Yeah.
fun to talk
Maylin,
about.
I think asked us all to do it though.
It's like
Yeah.
it's like 16 questions, is it?
No,
60
no.
personalities.
Yeah, it's
16 personalities,
like
that's it.
astrology, but for psychology, I think.
Yeah,
right.
yeah, pretty much.
So
yeah.
psychology. Astrology for psychology.
I think it's a fun like conversation starter sometimes. Like,
yeah.
oh, you're this and blah.
It's a very rough way of kind of saying
Kind
I'm
of.
kind of like this.
Yeah.
This is
Yeah,
where I
yeah.
would say I put my personality into.
Yeah, I mean, it makes more sense than astrology,
Yeah.
at least, because
Yeah.
it has like, I guess, logical steps to categorize you, but it doesn't always mean it's like 100% accurate.
Well, I mean, there's more than 16 personalities out there. I'm
Of
sure.
course.
So, that's it. That's the cap. It's really
Yeah.
nice and neat. We love
Yeah.
it that it's 16. It just doesn't make sense, really. You know?
I never. Do you believe in like the astrology stuff?
No.
No.
But it's funny.
It's funny.
Yeah.
It is. I think it's more fun than
Well, some of my
anything.
friends are very into it. I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, you're a Scorpio? Yeah, you're a Scorpio with a Scorpio rising and your moon is Taurus. That means like at this day, they're like super into it.
I feel like it's just an excuse for like women to be racist sometimes.
Oh, okay, that was like big jump. Big
So like, I
jump.
will not associate with a Scorpio. I would be
to
dead.
racism.
It's like the highest form of classism.
It is. Think about it. Whenever anyone actually like talks about it, and like I cannot be near a Scorpio. You're like, what's wrong with you?
What are you?
I'm a Leo.
Oh, yeah, I could tell.
See what I mean?
wow.
It's so
That
you
is
can judge me.
Major
Wow.
Leo energy coming from you right now.
Yeah. I can't believe it.
How? It's just like everyone born in July is just this fucking weirdo who's
Yeah.
like has fucking rulers and
He's
this
getting
psychotic.
really angry like a Leo would.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
Sorry,
he does get very angry.
What do you know what you are?
Yeah, I'm a Gemini.
Gemini.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, makes sense. Yeah.
Can you glean any information from that?
You are definitely you're a Cancer.
I'm a Libra.
That's a clip.
Did I just hear that?
We're still talking about star signs,
Yeah, we're
right?
talking about star signs, right? It's like you are
If you'd
Cancer.
have watched Arcane,
You should watch Arcane, yeah.
Yeah, thanks.
I think he gets that a lot. Wow.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
He's traumatized by
I
it.
am.
Yeah, because like for about 10 weeks straight, we just could not stop bringing up Arcane after it
'Cause
like
it's
launched.
amazing.
Because it's so good,
But you
right?
guys have watched it.
Yeah,
You know
yeah,
how good it is.
exactly. And
You
also
just
we're
wanna
like
share that.
league players, kind of.
Oh, you play
Yeah.
League. Oh, what rank are you guys?
when I used to play, I was Diamond
No,
4.
no, like now.
I haven't played in like 2 years.
Oh,
Yeah.
2 years.
I haven't
I
played
thought-
it like.
what are you, bronze? Sorry, wood now. No, iron.
Silver now. I feel really bad sometimes when people watch Arcane and they're like, oh, wow, I want to try League of Legends.
Yeah.
And they go into game and it's nothing like Arcane.
Yeah.
It's like everything about Arcane wants to get me to play League again. And like I play one game and I'm reminded like why I stopped playing League.
I mean, the only thing that's like accurate between the game and the show is that like there's racism between like the characters and stuff.
characters,
so that's
yeah.
like that's pretty accurate. Yeah.
It's a fantastic. You don't even need to know about League though to
Yeah.
enjoy the
But
show.
you know, we played League on the EU server, and the EU server is that's just awful.
Oh yeah.
Is there a single good server?
No, but like Europe, because obviously you shove all the European countries on the
every
one,
year? Yeah.
and then everyone's like, everyone just bullies French people immediately. And,
Yeah.
What does it stand for?
It's Gamer Subs.
Gamer subs?
Gamer Subs.
Gamer subs.
Gamer
Yes.
subs?
Yes.
Oh wow, that's cool. I like the big titty anime girls.
Giving them a free shout out.
Yeah. Goddamn.
So actually, we kind of like jumped ahead because we like kind of like jumped into it. Normally, what happens when we have a guest on is we have the guests introduce themselves and what they do, just in case.
Oh, we were
just in-
supposed to do that. Right.
Just in case our audience doesn't know what.
But you were immediately like, "What's your star sign?"
Watch Arcane.
Yeah,
Joey.
watch Arcane.
You are cancer.
You are cancer.
Should
So-
you introduce me?
Yeah.
what do you do?
What
Go
do you
for it.
do?
What you do?
Let people know.
Yeah, hi, I'm Lilypichu. Can you cut that? Cut that.
No, leave that in.
Leave it in.
Hi, I'm Lilypichu. I'm on YouTube. I stream sometimes. I voice act. I make music. I like anime.
There you go.
So like, how would you
That's all you
categorize yourself as a content creator now? Are you just like a
know.
bit of everything now?
Yeah, I like
Yeah.
to dabble in a little bit of everything, but not excel in like one thing, you know?
I feel that.
I mean, you managed to stay online and I bet always get more and more popular and relevant as you
No,
go.
Yeah.
I think it's
Well, I mean,
I'm
generally,
in a bit
though-
of a dip right now, but you know.
I mean,
you're doing well. You've been
Yeah,
around
I mean,
for so
you're doing
long.
well.
Like you've been on the internet and you've been in like the content creation space for like so fucking long, so long.
Wait, when did you start? What year was it?
Literally, like, I feel like over 10 years ago. Like, I was like 19 or something.
Yeah.
I made
Yeah.
like, well, I started voicing cartoons or
Anime,
like,
you did fan dubs,
style
right?
fan
Yeah.
dubs,
Me
right?
too. Me
Yeah.
too.
And yeah, I think a lot of people start with fan dubs.
Yeah.
Those
Yeah.
early YouTube fan dub days were like interesting.
Yeah, because were you part of like the VAA crowds back in the day when everyone was like fan dubbing?
Everyone wanted to
Yeah.
fan dub and voice act.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
really did want to voice act though, so I never gave up on that dream.
Yeah.
And thankfully got some roles.
Hell
and
yeah,
stuff.
hell yeah.
Thank you, Genshin Impact. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how I started.
Sick.
such a long journey, and so how did you like transition from just doing anime stuff and then you started like streaming and then you got into offline
Yeah,
TV? How did like that happen?
Oh my gosh, like how did it happen? Like I just started making videos, people liked them, and I
Yeah.
started making, and then you know once you get more clout and viewers, you can connect with other people in the industry easier.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, offline TV was like, you know, Skara
Of course.
Yes,
wanted
of course.
me in it, and he's like, no, there's no way we can get her. It was really cute, and he was all tsundere and shy and shit. And I'm like, I love Skara.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
invited me, so I went on, and I think honestly, a lot of why my career has not died yet is because like the connections.
Yeah.
Because it's really hard for one person to do everything by themselves.
Yeah,
Because like either way, you know, popularity fades.
Yeah.
right.
Like looks fade, your whatever made you popular fade. Like new trends come. If you can't stay on top of it, you're gonna fall behind.
Yeah,
So like definitely being on offline TV and like connecting with other people, collabing helps a lot.
yeah,
Yeah.
Like I would like to like for example, remember when the pandemic started, remember the whole Among Us craze?
Yeah.
Of course.
That
course.
shit like made so many people's careers.
Oh,
yeah. I remember
Yeah.
like Corpse Husband especially. Like
Yeah.
Corpse Husband went from like I have never heard of this person before.
He's like a superstar now.
Yeah, to
Yeah.
like K-pop levels of
He went
popularity.
from reading creepypastas to like selling
Yeah.
multi-platinum. Like,
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
How the fuck do you
insane.
do that?
And Michael like likes to listen to creepypasta before he goes to sleep. He used to listen to Corpse Husband.
No way.
And now Corpse is like
like a
Yeah.
star.
star.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like
That's
the
insane to me.
superstar
Yeah.
right now, especially in the
Insane.
content creation
Yeah.
space.
So it's like you never know who's gonna pop off or who's gonna like
Yeah.
fall off. Like it's very volatile, it's scary.
Yeah.
I mean, it is, but I guess that's just part of like the career that we've
Oh, yeah.
chosen, right? It's scary. You wake up and you don't know if you're gonna have a career next
No,
year. Like,
actually-
well, 1 year is like such a long fucking time in YouTube space,
Yeah.
which is why I find it impressive when anyone can be around for like as long as you, for example.
I'm like a dinosaur. in YouTube
around for a
years.
while.
I feel
You
that.
say
Okay,
that.
I feel that.
How
I
many-
feel that.
When did you start?
2007.
Wow. Wow, yeah, you're a dinosaur.
Yeah, I am. I
Well,
am.
if you ever like watched anime back in the day, you just like recognize his voice because you were like,
What
"That's
were you
the
again?
guy
Like
who
the
did
fourth
reviews."
ever Anituber?
I was like the fourth Anituber, I
Wow.
think. Yeah.
YouTube should give you like a little, you know those like plaques when you get 100K?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
like Annie Tuber.
No, they should not. No, don't give them my idea.
We don't need
Big
that.
enemy titties on it.
He didn't even get his silver play button.
No, I didn't because I got the 100K. I think before they started sending off silver play buttons, so I just never got them.
Damn.
Yeah,
That's impressive. I do think anyone who's been on the space for like that long, it's you got to be doing something, right? Like,
yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
luck can like take you so far. So
Yeah.
So when I started doing YouTube, it was because I was getting annoyed with voice acting. I was like, I don't want to fucking keep fan dubbing other people's stuff.
Right.
I don't know if you were the same kind of thing.
I'm
You're
sure
like,
we've all reached that point.
yeah, because you're like, I'm just tired of everyone
I wanna
taking
do my
their
own
time.
thing.
Yeah, everyone's like, they've taken so long. You audition for something, they're like, you got the part, and then they're like, they never do anything. Or they make you record stuff, and then you don't do it. Was that like a similar thing for you, where you were just like, I'm
A lot
tired
of
of waiting on
unfinished
everyone?
projects. Yeah, yeah. Eventually you get tired and you want to like do your own thing.
Yeah, that was the same for me.
Yeah. So you talked about offline TV before and how that started. So were you there right at the beginning?
Near the beginning, yes.
Are you allowed to talk about how that formed at all?
Well, back then it was like Chris, who's no longer with us, Scara, Pokey, Basuna, who's no longer with us, Poke, I think. They just wanted to make like a content creator group.
Yeah.
Right.
And it was like, they invited me to live with them. And
Right.
I thought it was like really weird at first. At that time, I had just broken up with my boyfriend, and I was
Yeah.
in like a really bad place, and
Yeah.
they live with us. So I live with them, and they're like, "All right, wake up at 5 a.m. We're going boxing, and we're gonna make it into a video." And I'm like, "What?" it's just like it started out as like a group of friends who just wanted to make cool videos together.
Yeah.
And then eventually that like expanded to what it is now. I think
Yeah.
even today we have trouble like separating the friends from the business. Because if you
Yeah.
start off as friends, but you want to make it a business, like a full-time organization, you're going to hurt some feelings.
Right.
It's impossible
Yeah.
for everyone happy.
I think that's why we feel lucky that it's just the three of us, because I feel like when it gets to like a large group, it's always hard to manage everyone
You're not going to
equally,
make
right?
everyone happy.
Yeah, exactly. How was it like? How was it living in a house with like, I guess, your best friends making content together? Does
it
that
was-
make it like harder to separate friendship
Oh, yeah.
for business?
It was always intertwined. We
Right.
could not separate it. But it was fun because we would pop into each other's streams whenever we wanted. It was easy to like collaborate. It was like, it was nice.
Yeah,
But I imagine always having to be like on is probably tiring.
Sometimes, but it's also like, you know, we liked each other. So it was
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
But
Was it easy to like hang out as just like a group of friends without
Yes.
without feeling pressure to like say make content about it or
yeah,
make something out of it?
absolutely, yeah.
Okay,
I
that's
think I
good.
did get closer to a lot of people.
This episode is sponsored by PayPal Honey.
The easy way to save when shopping on your iPhone or computer.
Gentlemen, we're a bunch of Zoomers, right?
Yeah, right.
At least we like to think we are. And we all shop online. But doesn't it suck when you're at checkout and that promo code field is just taunting you? Thanks to Honey, manually searching for coupon codes is a thing of the past. Honey is the free shopping tool that scours the internet for promo codes and applies the best ones it finds to your cart.
So good.
Imagine you're shopping at one of your favorite websites. When you're at the checkout, the Honey button appears and all you have to do is click apply coupons. Wait a few seconds as Honey searches for coupons that worked for that site. And if Honey finds a working coupon, you'll watch as the prices drop. So guys, we've been in America for about 2-3 weeks now. What has Honey saved you money on?
Well, when I came here, I was missing a lot of stuff to do my stream setup, and I saved a bunch of stuff on different wires, cables, everything I needed thanks to Honey.
If you don't already have Honey, you could be straight out missing out on savings. And by getting it, you'll be doing yourself a favor and supporting us too. So what are you waiting for? Go to
joinhoney.com.
/trash taste. That's
joinhoney.com.
/trash taste.
Back to the episode.
I did hentai voice acting with you, right?
Yeah, you did. Yeah.
That was fun.
I think you've done a few things.
I feel like that's the only thing I really did.
Wait, hold on. Do you want to explain that? Real quick?
So I did this video series where I used to take like notoriously famous like bad clips, and I was like, let's see if like we just fix only the voice acting. Will it like prove that that's the
Oh,
problem?
is that the one I did with you as well?
I think you've done it. Yeah, you
Yeah.
did as well. Because a lot of the time, people have this notion about like shows that are bad voice acting, and it's like it's definitely the voice acting, and it's like, well, all right, well, let's get good voice actors to do the exact same script with the same music and all that, and prove that 99% of the times it's like everything else. And then of course, if you throw actors into a bad script or terrible animation, it's not the actor's fault. So I wanted to do that. And so I got Lily to fix some hentai clips. And
That was fun.
Yeah.
I like that. He was like, you want to voice some hentai? I'm like, fuck yeah, let's go. That sounds fun as fuck.
Back when Connor did voice acting content,
yeah,
right?
don't do that anymore.
Really?
Yeah.
Why not? Voice acting's fun.
Trying to like think of how you can kind of expand it and kind of make
That
it
is hard.
into more content. I feel like at least right now I'm like, there's nothing that I can think of that's like a great idea.
I agree with that.
I definitely got as much out of it as I think I can for now. I don't know. We'll see.
Also, that fixing voice acting series, I could tell you spent a
those
lot
were
of time.
that's a
on
long
those.
time.
Yeah, because
Getting everything ready.
I think the biggest thing is just scheduling that many people in like that many time zones.
Yeah.
'Cause I remember when I like used to do a bridge series, like it was fun up until I had to like fucking schedule recording sessions with everyone, which is just like the biggest pain in the ass.
Yeah.
And I mean, I would do all the voices if I really felt comfortable, but I'm British, and a lot of the times I don't want to do an American voice
You
either.
do an American voice?
On command, I don't want to.
Okay, like
I've done American for movies and stuff as well,
like,
though.
okay, we're gonna do a scene, okay?
No.
Set up the scene.
All right.
Hi, welcome to Starbucks. How can I help you?
Pie. Can I get a coffee? Hi. Can I get an Americano, please? Fuck.
Americano, is that all you're gonna get?
Yeah.
Do you have a point system with
Fuck.
us,
No,
sir?
fuck. I have crippling anxiety. Oh, hi there. My name's Markiplier. You just give me a coffee.
I kind of realized you just did a Markiplier.
Whenever I do like,
I can do an American accent.
whenever anyone's like doing American voice on stream or some shit, or because if you give me the line and you give me like my time to go and read it and make sure it sounds American, it's totally fine. But on the spot, I'm just like, oh hey guys, it's Markiplier here, like that. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, because you just have that like familiar like sound and voice, right? Because like I'm the same when I try and do an American accent. I just turn into like a fucking SoCal surfer dude.
Well, so when you have a British accent, right, your tongue is kind of like curled up like this.
Yeah,
everyone knows. Yeah, so if you want to do it, so that if you want to be American, same with Australian, you just flatten your tongue and push it back.
Yeah.
But when I do that, I sound like Markiplier. Or like some budget.
I think it's
rip-off.
like the same like subwoofers in like your voice. That just
You're in the same like sub range.
Yeah.
But do you want to make more voice acting content? Is that where you feel like your passion is?
Yeah, I would love more roles, but sometimes you have weeks where you audition and you get nothing.
Bro, the auditioning is the hardest part.
It's like soul crushing.
So how many auditions do you like record in a week, and then how hard do you look?
As you think, because I'm not with like an agency. I
Right.
freelance for an agency, and sometimes I get auditions from like Bang Zoom or
Same,
whatever.
same,
Yeah.
same for me.
Right? But I just don't get a lot. When I do get a role, it's like Christmas. It's like, oh my god, I'm gonna be happy for the next year.
Right. Oh my.
Because it's so rare, you know. I wish I could get more, but I know it's competitive. A lot of people want to do it. It's really hard even getting the auditions.
Auditions take a long time, and as well. I mean, obviously. At least I'm sure you're the same. For me, I don't give a shit about like the money part of it.
Of course,
right?
Voice actors usually do this because they want to do it.
Because anime dubs don't pay. Wow.
It's the bragging right to say I'm in that show.
Yeah, because I think anime pays, I think, the least of any type of voice acting.
No one does anime voice acting for money.
Yeah. I mean that's just been true since the beginning of the anime industry. It's been known that if you want to get into the voice acting field for anime, it's a hobby job. It's like a passion job, you know, because you're not going to be able to sustain yourself.
Big bucks are in like commercials.
Yeah. I think
original animation. That's the dream.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
That'd be cool, right? Imagine them animating stuff to your voice instead of you trying to fit your lip flops and then reading like, oh, the stub is better.
Do you know the Legends of the Galactic Heroes? You know that anime?
Yes, I know that anime.
Know of it.
Yeah.
So I did a voice for one of the episodes recently, and oh my god, the lip flaps in that show were intense.
Yeah.
I did another show before that, and the guy most of the time was just talking to himself in his head, and I was like, this is fucking easy.
Yeah.
This is fucking great.
Yeah.
And so I didn't have to match anything. But Legends of the Galactic Heroes is like famous for being a very like political talking anime. And I didn't even have that many lines, but I was struggling so hard
fit it.
because they were like so precise lip flaps, and I was like, why would they do this? Because in Japanese they don't even fucking match them.
Yeah, I think that's the ironic thing, right?
Yeah.
The dubbing process noticed they care more about the lip flaps than the Japanese version.
Yeah.
The Japanese are like, oh, fucking.
It's like you have 3 seconds to say the line.
Yeah.
It's so bizarre how like Japanese just don't even give a fuck about trying to match them. Like,
Yeah.
it's like what? In English, it's such a big deal.
Yeah. If you look closely, there's like a bunch of scenes where like the voice acting starts before or after.
Oh
the
yes,
lip
yeah,
stuff.
it's really
And no one cares.
Yeah.
That's interesting. Wow.
Yeah.
But that's not your star role though, because you voiced the monkey as well, right?
Yeah. Well, you know the corpse thing? Did he give you that role as well?
What?
Corpse was like messaged me one day, and he was like,
Oh,
"Hey,
is that the anime where Sekuno Ray?
yeah." So
Yeah.
that-
CFTI corpse.
It's like the Danganronpa from the same makers as Danganronpa.
I did. That was. I saw all my friends' part. I didn't know you were the monkey.
so yeah, one of the parts was
You're
like
a
in the
monkey.
I was a monkey
You're a
in the
monkey.
and
That's his star sign. That's his star sign.
okay. So why are you looking at me like that when you're saying it? So yeah, Corpse was like, "You want to be a monkey?" And I was like,
That's sick.
"That's fuck yeah!"
Hell yeah.
So I went on call and they were like, "Do you have much voice acting experience?" And I was like, "Yeah." And they were like, "Well, you don't worry about it because it doesn't matter anyway. You're gonna be a monkey."
Could you demonstrate like what you did?
Yeah. So they were like, "Could you give me a running monkey sound?" They're like, and I was like, "What the fuck?" How do you not laugh? That was the problem. They were like, "Could you do another one without laughing?" Because they would be like, "We want 5 seconds of uninterrupted monkey running."
But you nailed it. You nailed
But
it
I-
perfectly.
yeah,
Yeah.
One take wonder, baby.
What can I
Like
say,
fucking
dude?
born for this role.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like his career.
That was
his
it.
career peaked at there.
All this training.
Monkey voice actor. Let me know if you need a monkey, guys.
Did you watch it afterwards? And you're like, that's me. That's me.
I did,
was-
yeah. I was like, I'm finally a monkey in
Oh
a
my
show.
God,
That's always been like a
that's
dream.
cool.
Are you the kind of person who is completely okay hearing your own voice when you voice act?
I think when it's in like an anime or something, I'm very proud. I'm like, oh my god, that's me, that's
Yeah.
me.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Okay, I voiced in Miss Nagatoro. And
Yeah.
it was like
Yeah.
the biggest anime I voiced in, right? I was so excited to show Michael. I'm like, no, it's really cute and wholesome. I swear, honey.
yeah.
And then I showed him like an episode.
The first episode.
It was.
She goes hard that first
And he's
episode.
like, what am I watching? Some dominatrix shit.
Yeah, in like the first episode, she makes like the main character cry.
And I'm
It's-
like, no, but my character's Yoshi. She's really cute. All my scenes
Ah,
were cute
okay.
and silent.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
there
yeah.
was so many scenes where it was just like she's just bullying the shit out of this
Yeah.
guy, and they're so mean, and they're like,
yeah,
really
like
weird.
the first 2 episodes, especially, like she does not hold back at all. She,
And there is a worrying amount of people who are really into it.
yeah. I thought it was like a slice of life, like comfy, wholesome from the vibe I got, and then
Yeah.
Yeah.
I watched it. I'm like, oh, I mean, it does get wholesome.
it
Yeah,
does get
it gets
wholesome.
but trying to show
It's that initial hump of just like it's pure like here's like a dummy mommy step on me energy,
Yeah.
and then it gets wholesome afterwards, which
Yeah.
it's just
I didn't know there could be a show that teeters on slice of life and psychological horror. Because for some people, a person like that is an absolute fucking nightmare.
I've
like,
never seen it.
in real life that wouldn't.
That would not fly.
She would
Yeah.
be scary. Like that's
Yeah.
not
No.
cool. It's just a wholesome story about these 4 girls.
I only saw
Yeah.
like porn of it though. Like people were just
Oh.
always posting.
Oh, it's
like-
because
Yeah.
the original creator is a
So you-
dojo.
Right,
dojo.
right.
Yes,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
I heard that he was a hentai.
But Twitter
Yeah,
was
none
just,
of
you
you,
know,
yeah.
Twitter had a field day.
Everyone,
Twitter had
everyone's
fan
profile
arts.
pictures were the
That
main
girl.
avatar.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes, that's how
So
I
you only
know.
watch porn of it, huh?
No. I didn't seek it out. It was on Twitter. I mean,
I
I
never-
follow Joey, so you know. I mean,
So it was just on your feed. And
it was
you
just on my
watched
feed.
it.
Yeah, I would not.
I mean, that's just
watch
like
it.
all our feeds now at this point,
Okay.
especially if you follow Joey as well. But
Sometimes some people in my followers list they retweet literally hentai.
That's probably him.
yeah.
I don't retweet any of it.
I'm not
I just
being- I'm
like
not
it.
trying to
Okay, it's
defend.
okay,
And it
so
just appears on other
the
people's
problem is, okay, there's some artists that I really, really like, but they also support other artists, and like it's gone so extreme now that I've completely forgotten how weird it is to be scrolling in public on your Twitter timeline and fucking hentai appears.
I'm so scared of I'm browsing, but big melons just
Yeah.
like right there. I'm like, oh fuck.
I tell you what, because like living in Japan, everyone just like keeps themselves,
No
so
one-
it's
yeah, no one says
totally
anything.
normal. Like when I went back to England on like a tube, and like there was just like on the metro, and like you see a lot of people around you, you feel so fucking awkward, and it reminded me in England how awkward this is and how not normal this should be. But because living in Japan, it's just like to me, it's just become normal now, just to have like full on anime titties on my timeline.
Maybe you should just normalize it. Be proud of who you are.
I mean, I mean, one day
What are we
we'll
gonna do,
normalize anime
complain?
titties. One day.
I'm going to Japan next month. I'm very excited about that.
Oh yeah. How would you?
Wait, are you able to get in?
On what visa?
Yes, OTV trip.
Oh,
wow.
awesome.
Shit,
So it's a
nice.
business trip. Awesome.
Yeah, it's a business trip.
Hell yeah, we're gonna hang out in Japan, man. Yeah.
Oh my god, that's yeah.
when are you guys going? What happens?
We are going. When does this come out?
I'm not sure actually.
Sure.
Probably by the time AX comes out.
Early July. Probably.
Yeah, early July, I
Oh,
reckon.
sometime in July.
Okay.
Yeah.
Be
Oh,
there.
no. Cool.
AX, are you guys going to AX?
Yeah.
Hell yeah, yeah.
Wow, are
I
you-
mean, of course we are. We're
You're anime.
we're anime content creators, right?
You
We're an
guys-
anime. We're an anime
YouTubers.
podcast, right?
What are you gonna do? Like, I feel like every year at AX it gets more crowded. I
Yeah.
can't get in
Yeah.
anywhere. There's just lines everywhere.
Yeah.
People everywhere.
We're doing the 21 plus lounge.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got the 21 plus
Oh.
lounge
Yeah.
this year.
What is
Yeah.
that? How do you get in? That sounds fun.
Oh, you can't because the tickets are all sold.
We'll get you.
We'll get you in.
We'll get you in.
We'll get you in.
Yeah, we'll get you in.
in.
We'll get you in. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like, what do you do there? Like, what do you
Drink.
It's just
Oh.
it's just a party. It's just an after
drink,
party.
and then we have like
yeah.
a bunch of like,
I see.
like
Yeah.
musical acts on stage and stuff.
Oh,
yeah.
that sounds cute.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Should be good.
Like, yeah,
Should be
how's
hype.
the AX experience for you? Because you like,
It's just crowded and hot.
because like you've gone to AX for like so many years now, right? And it's like I remember, I feel like when AX was manageable. When was the last time AX was manageable?
I
Like,
don't
15
even
years ago.
remember.
Yeah.
It's always been crowded and hot, and I only go to meet people because
Yeah.
that's where all the weeb friends gather, and
Right.
like
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
when you can say hi to everyone who.
That's why we go.
yeah.
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 Exactly, but
Yeah.
like, and aside from that, it's just a glorified meetup for me, pretty much.
No, that's the same for us as well.
Right? I
Yeah.
can't go to any panels. I can't like get into anything. The lines are long everywhere. You do see some really cool cosplays.
Yeah.
Like I
Yeah.
do enjoy seeing the effort people put into AX cosplays.
Yeah.
Are you guys cosplaying?
No.
You guys should be like the Powerpuff Girls.
Which ones will we be?
Ooh, okay. Bubbles.
What?
Blossom Buttercup.
I want to be Buttercup though.
Not a buttercup.
What? So I'm a Cancer and I'm a Bubbles. Wow.
You just
Maybe if you watched Arcane.
you give-
Maybe if I watch Arcane, I'll finally be
Yeah.
a Libra. Buttercup.
I don't know you guys too well from my expression. You give off like the most like comfy, like wholesome vibes. You give
I'll
off
take
the
that.
most like strict, like teacher vibes. And you're like a balance.
Why strict teacher?
I don't know. You just give off like a very like not a authoritative. How do you pronounce it?
Authoritative. Authoritative.
Not too
Maybe
much
I
of
am.
that, but just like a very like you're very responsible, like that kind of vibe.
Wow, thank you.
Is
Try to-
he? Is he?
I don't know. That's the
Yeah.
vibe I'm getting. You
Oh,
know, just
damn.
from like talking to you.
I think you're
guys.
being blinded by something. I don't know.
I'm responsible.
It's okay. It's not. There's not that being like Hufflepuff. Like you're like the comfy, the friendly. You know. You
No,
know
I'm okay with being a Hufflepuff. I'm not
Yeah.
okay with being Bubbles.
Last time I saw you, you called me a child.
I don't remember
In what,
that.
in what context?
What context was this?
We were at the, do you remember the Anime Awards?
The Crunchy.
Yeah. We were there, the last one.
Child? Why did I call you a child? You must have done something childlike.
No, I think it was,
He was probably a child.
You're correct, by the way.
I
he is a child.
I can't remember what happened, but you were like, Connor, I'm not young, I'm old, or something you said to me. And then you were like, you're a child, Connor. And I was like,
see.
I couldn't remember why this happened.
I see.
But I think maybe it was because I stole the, we got the awards, right? We got when we opened them in
Yes.
that
Yeah.
case, I like ran and like took them. And then I think you were like, yeah, so I took it home.
Oh,
Were
Were you allowed to?
Yeah.
you're a thief.
Yeah, but so, like when they pulled out the winner.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
the like kind of sake barrel.
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
Yeah.
yeah,
Oh
I
my
just-
god, I remember.
Oh, you mean
that.
like the Demon Slayer one? You mean the last one?
Yeah.
Okay.
I just took one. Like it's cool.
Crunchyroll people are like, that's where it is.
Well, they haven't had like a show since. Maybe I'm the reason. I broke their like financial constraints. Like me stealing this one thing just
Crunchyroll.
bankrupted them.
Wow, that was like 3 years ago.
Yeah, that was a really
I think that
like
was more than
strange
3
That
vibe.
was
years ago.
strange. That was a
Yeah, because I didn't
strange-
go to that Crunchyroll Awards. What
You were
was
the
it?
one before.
Yeah, I went to the one before that.
And you were the one before, I think, as well. Or
Yes,
one
I
of
was.
them.
Yeah, the one where we like went on stage or something like that. That
Oh
was
my god, yes.
yeah.
2000.
We presented an award together. I can't
Yes!
remember what award it was.
Slice of life.
Oh yeah, I think I presented comedy, right?
Or
It might
comedy- I
be
Yeah.
one
don't
of
know.
those.
Oh
Yeah.
my
Yeah.
god, that was. Oh my god, yeah, I did. I knew you back then. Wow.
Yeah.
Listen, as the years they start blending together, and I forget like I've known some of you for like I've known of you guys for
Yeah,
a
yeah.
very
Yeah.
long time.
It's because we like never really like interact.
Yeah,
we kind of like in
Yeah.
our own
The
kind of
first real
sphere.
time was the Crunchyroll and the hentai thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That was nice. and then yeah,
Like,
that
yeah,
award and
the awards in your podcast. Yeah,
And I don't think we.
I think this is the
really,
first time for
we
us.
never
Yeah.
really.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's just like, I think with how creators are, we're all aware of each other, but because we're in like completely
Yeah.
different circles, I mean, we're like halfway across the world.
Yeah.
Or like, yeah, we're
Well, we
halfway
all know
across the
each
world.
other. We're
Huh?
mutuals on Twitter.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
that's basically like acquaintances.
Yeah, yeah.
Right? It's like a giant school where I'm choosing to sit at your guys' table today, but I'm gonna go back to my table.
Right. Yeah. The one time I will grace you with my presence.
no, it's like that.
Yeah.
So you excited for your trip to Japan?
I am super excited. Last time I went, like it was. I just remember it being. Well, we went in November, so the weather
That's a
was
good
like,
time. That's a
Yeah.
really good time.
Really good.
That's
time.
like one of the best times. You're going in July this time, unfortunately, which is like...
I am kind of scared of that. The heat.
Yeah, good luck with that, dude.
People underestimate it so much. They're like, how bad can it be?
No, it's
Yeah.
bad.
It's horrible.
I've
Yeah.
been to Korea during the summer, and it's
Oh,
also just
yeah,
as
okay,
bad.
alright,
I
yeah,
know what
it's-
it's like.
yeah, you
I
get it.
love how there's like so many like, especially Southeast Asians who
Yeah.
are like, nah, we know what hot is, and then they go to Japan, they're like, I'm sorry, we don't know what hot is.
Wait,
No.
is Japan summer like?
It's
The worst.
worse than Southeast Asia.
It
for
makes
me.
it makes Southeast Asians
because the thing for me is that a lot of Southeast Asian infrastructure is built around the fact that it's going to be very, very hot and humid.
Yeah.
Yeah, Japan less so, but also I think the humidity in Japan is also worse than some of the times in Southeast Asia.
Your
Like,
hair is fucked immediately.
Yeah.
Really?
It's like
Yeah.
it's like 90%
It's
humidity.
okay. I will
Just cry.
comfort myself with the food at least.
Yeah.
yeah.
Japanese. I love the food there.
All
I
the
mean-
cabs have AC. All the cabs have AC.
That's great.
All the trains
Yeah.
have
I
AC.
All the
love
train-
their
It depends. When it's super rammed, the AC doesn't do anything.
Oh yeah, of course, but
I heard that one thing I liked about Japan was it felt walkable.
Yeah.
Whereas
especially compared to here.
Bro, I feel like I'm committing a crime when I cross the road here. It feels like I'm
Yeah.
not supposed to do it.
Yeah, a lot of the cities here are built around cars, you know?
Yeah.
There's
Yeah,
not
I know.
enough public transportation.
Yeah, like I just want to like pop outside, go get some quick food, and here it's like
can't do that.
it's an effort. You have
Yes.
to like make like a mental commitment to go out and like waste like 15, 20 minutes at least. You know, that's at least. But in Japan, you could just
you walk
pop
out
out.
to the convenience store.
Exactly.
Exactly,
It's
yeah.
so good. It's so
And
good.
the convenience store is amazing.
Yeah.
I
yeah.
could live off of their convenience.
Wait, how many times have you been to Japan now?
Twice.
Twice.
Once was with Pokey, like it was like 5 years ago. It was for a
Right.
sponsor, but it was really fun. Second time was with some friends, like November, like 3 years ago.
Did you
Yeah.
ever leave Tokyo?
Yeah, we went to like. Sorry, I don't know what it's called anymore.
Osaka, Kyoto?
Never mind, we didn't leave Tokyo, I guess.
Maybe.
Maybe you went to different parts of Tokyo.
Yeah.
that's what it
Did you take a train that was longer than an hour?
is. No.
Okay.
You
You
definitely were in
You
Tokyo.
definitely didn't leave Tokyo.
What's that place that starts with an A? The
Asakusa?
no.
Akihabara?
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, that's still definitely within Tokyo.
This is
That's
lit.
definitely Tokyo.
Yeah.
That's like central as it gets.
Harajuku,
Oh,
yeah.
Harajuku. Yeah.
Shi-
Shinjuku.
Shinjuku. Oh my god, the shopping was so good.
Yeah.
Shibuya?
Oh my god, Shibuya. That's
Yeah.
It was so nice. It was just so like nice.
Yeah.
Everything tasted good. Everything was pretty. Like anime. Maid girls on the corner selling you to their cafes. Every type of maid cafe.
I hate
Gundam.
this.
Yeah.
It's interesting. It was like a,
Yeah.
Yeah.
a cultural like shift, I guess. Like I could never see that in
Did
America.
you
Yeah.
go to a maid cafe?
I didn't. Oh, my friends did, but I did not.
Right.
But
Right.
they all got like pictures with maids. Michael got a picture with a maid, and she wrote her name like Michael with like 3 L's.
Michael!
And then she had like cat ears, and he was like just looking happy, and I'm
Right.
like, this is so. And then they give you like the little plates of omurice or whatever. They like
Yeah.
write
Yeah,
hearts on
they-
it and
they
stuff.
write something
I'm like,
on
man,
it.
I thought this shit was in the anime, but it's like real.
Yeah, I forget now because we've been living in Japan for so long that
so
you know
interesting.
it's just normal now,
Yeah.
right?
I mean, Akihabara kind of got, I don't know, wounded by the coronavirus. Like a lot of stuff shut down.
That is
Yeah.
so sad.
Sega sold off all the arcades. So now
Yeah,
it's
that's so
owned-
sad.
So it's not
yeah.
called Sega
It's
anymore.
not. It's not
It's
Sega
called
arcade.
Gigo.
Gigo,
Yeah.
that's it.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's in the same font as the Sega logo.
Yeah, it's
Just the
really,
same thing.
It's like in an anime, you know how they have like McDonald's?
Yeah.
But like imagine like happening like real life. It's like okay.
It's like an alternate reality
Yeah.
you step into.
But the like the arcades are really cool. But they're slowly just getting rid of all the games and putting in claw machines.
Oh no.
Yeah, a lot of
arcade.
the-
I think arcade culture is like slowly
Oh.
dying in
I-
Japan.
That's so sad because I still love like round one.
Yeah,
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 yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I love round one. I love arcade games.
That one's so good here.
It's actually
Like,
pretty good
yeah.
here. I like
There's a
it
round
lot.
one here.
They're
Oh,
really
there's
good.
three,
Oh, I
think.
I think round 1 is an American company, is it not?
I thought it was Japanese.
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
It was one or the other.
I actually don't know.
The
Yeah, I
round
don't
one
know.
in Ikebukuro is really good.
Oh, the one in Ikebukuro is,
That
yeah.
one's
The one on
really
Sunshine
cool,
Road,
yeah.
right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
They have a Daiso here in LA as well, don't they?
Oh, lots of dice.
That was so random to see. I didn't know.
Really?
I didn't know Daiso was here in LA.
Daiso's
But
very
it wasn't
common.
$1, right?
Huh?
It wasn't $1.
I don't know. I didn't go in.
$1.75, $2. It's all
Yeah.
like
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
interchangeable.
Well, it's so weird. It's like going to Japan and seeing a dollar store there. You know, I'm just like, what?
Dollar
like,
Tree?
Dollar Tree? Yeah, like a Dollar Tree there. It's
I
so
think
random to
Daiso's
see.
better though.
Yeah, because in Australia we have Daiso as well, but everything's $2.50. So I'm like, it's not quite the same.
Yeah,
You can't
yeah,
call it
yeah.
a dollar
Yeah.
store.
Okay.
Yeah, it's still really cheap, nice stuff. Like
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
really like Daiso. It's nice.
Yeah.
I mean, Daiso I rep more than Dollar Tree. I will say
Oh,
it's Daiso is a place you go to discover like gadgets that you didn't know you need
Yeah,
until
and
you
then
saw
you
it,
buy it.
until you see it,
Yeah.
and you're like, that's genius, and then
Yeah.
you kind of just never really use it anyway.
They're like, here's a mop for your face, and it looks like a normal mop.
No, I bought that thing where like you can put like a boiled egg inside of it, and then it
Yeah.
shuts and it perfectly cuts into like
Those
perfect shapes
never
for your
work as
salad.
good,
Yeah.
though.
Used it once and I was like, let's go, and then I never used it again. It's just been in the back of my cabinet.
Yeah,
the
I
entire time.
bought like the glove that's like a washing up glove, so you could put like washing up liquid on it, and you just like basically just.
I also bought the
manhandle.
slipper. I also bought the slippers that look like a mop.
Those are something I bought as well, and then I never used
never
them
used
because they were useless in the end. They were useless.
They were just spreading out the shit. They weren't actually like collecting anything at
Yeah, because
all.
if you're walking on the clean places with the mop,
Yeah,
it's
it doesn't.
completely
It doesn't
the
work the
opposite.
exact same way.
It doesn't work like a mop.
No,
it's
no.
not like you have a Roomba
Very
and you're like,
specific things.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it's things though that you look at and you're like, I
That's
don't
cute.
need that.
yeah,
And then you buy it and you're like, all right, I'll use it once.
yeah, because it's like all the gadgets you see on like the infomercials or something, but like all in just like one place.
Yeah.
you know. Well, that's the best way I can describe Daiso. It's a one big infomercial fucking gadget place, right?
Yeah, true.
But of course, everything is cheap as well.
Yeah, whenever I need something like really quickly, like Tupperware or fucking whatever, paper clips, whatever it is, it's just like, yeah, I know Daiso will have it.
But do they sell Gamer Shop water bottles
No, but
They
we
do
do in
not,
the
they
link
do
in the
not.
description. There. I mean,
with what's your code?
trash taste.
Trash
Trash
taste, I think that's our
taste.
code, right, Maylin?
What? 5% off? 10% off? What is it?
A specific percent off.
Okay.
Why are you calling me out, dude?
I don't know, I'm just curious.
I'm calling your show.
Check out the description. So it's like sponsors wanting like
Yeah.
the.
Oh my god! Thank you for doing our ad reads
Oh
for
yeah,
us.
no.
Yeah.
Most
Gamer
amount of
Shop,
exposure
I
to
actually
sauce
think
I've
the water tastes better. Like I feel more rejuvenated.
Oh my god.
So you talked about Japanese food being really good, but I think like the LA food culture is also
Yes.
like really good, right?
Yeah.
I think one of the best parts about living in LA is like you want like Indian food, you can get really good Indian food. You want
Yeah.
Japanese food, you want like Chinese food. Like it's so diverse. And
Yeah,
then
yeah.
Someone who specializes in like each cuisine.
Where's the British food though?
What, beans on toast?
Yeah, where's fish and chips?
Oh,
Fish
man,
and chips.
I want you to bring up British food with Michael. He
Really?
will shit on it so hard. I'm so sorry. He just hates British food.
I'll keep a like. I'll go to him and I'll be like really serious about it, and I'll be
Yeah.
like, listen, it's my
please.
favorite.
But have you
Has he had a Tesco,
Tesco
meal
meal
deal? Then you haven't had proper
I
British
will
food.
pay for you to mention British food to Michael.
Okay.
I'll
We'll do it,
gladly
we'll
do
do
it.
You know how many times he's made fun of your jellied eels?
That's
Like-
not a thing.
Yeah, but that's low hanging fruit.
Yeah.
That is low hanging. He says that you guys like colonized India with spices, but the best thing you could think of is beans on toast. Like he just shits on it constantly. I'm like, have you ever been to Britain? He's like, no,
Have you?
no.
Why not?
I've been to the only place in Europe I've been to is Germany. That's it.
What,
That's
for
not the same
Gamescom?
thing. Huh?
For like Gamescom or something?
No. It's just like some sponsored thing. I don't remember. I did not like that still water. I had to pay for it. And they kept asking sparkling water just tastes like spicy water to me. I don't like it.
Yeah.
You have to specify like tap water.
Tap water.
Yeah.
No, I kept paying like €3 for still
my
water or
God.
something. I think I did last day. I just stayed in my hotel and ordered room service.
Oh no! UK's fun.
I do want to visit UK. I think it's
yeah.
like one of the places I want to visit eventually.
Yeah.
Do you think I could get away with an accent? Oh, please do try.
I mean, it depends
we can try.
how
We can
good
try
your
if you
accent is.
want.
Depends how good your accent
Yeah, go on,
is.
give it a shot.
Okay. Wait, you keep talking about something though.
Hi. Yeah. So like beans and toast.
Yeah.
Oh, I love beans and toast.
You sound like you got rejected for a Crown audition. What is this? I'm reading for the part of Queen Elizabeth.
Yes, I love beans on toast.
People actually eat beans on toast.
Yes.
Yeah, people do eat beans on toast.
Literally, like
Yeah.
my growing up, obviously, because it's really easy to make. You just
Dude, the fucking breakfast food at
Yeah.
the hotels,
It's good.
it's just
Yeah.
nothing but beans on
yeah.
toast.
Wow.
My
It's
mum
Like
used to-
sausages and beans on toast. That's
My mum
it.
used to
That
make beans
sounds
and toast all
pretty
the
good.
time.
I do like.
I
beans
mean,
and
like, do you have beans on
sausages.
toast by itself, or
So yeah, sometimes you would have that, but it normally always came with cheese on top.
yeah?
Like you would. So my mum would always make it like maybe like once a week. It would always be like beans, toast, cheese, and then a fried egg on top, and then you put brown.
That
sauce.
sounds
Pretty
good.
Yeah.
And that's fucking good.
Yeah.
Like, that's I love that.
Normally, I have beans on toast with like a full English breakfast.
Yeah, you
get
have
the
a bunch
full
of other
English
stuff.
Yeah,
and then
it's
yeah,
like the tomatoes and
yeah,
the, and
tomatoes.
the hash browns and liverwurst.
Do you like-
Liverwurst.
Do you like black pudding? Do you like
Black pudding. What is
Yeah.
that?
That's coagulated blood, I think, right?
It's a blood sausage.
Congealed.
Yeah,
No, wait,
yeah.
coagulated?
Congealed.
Congealed?
blood?
Congealed blood.
That's not
Yeah.
pudding in my head. That's just
Well, yeah,
Yeah,
it doesn't
yeah,
taste like dessert.
Well, it's
Yeah.
also called a blood sausage, right?
Blood
blood
sausage.
Yeah.
sausage.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Well,
My parents bought me McDonald's breakfast. Like a real
Honestly,
American.
I fuck with McDonald's
I
breakfast.
love McDonald's
Yeah,
breakfast.
McDonald's
So fucking
Their
good.
pancakes are perfect.
Oh,
I don't rate the
Okay,
pancakes.
okay.
I don't
thought
rate
we
the
were getting
yeah.
the sausage McMuffin
Yeah,
deal.
sausage McMuffin
Right,
with
right.
hash
I thought we were like bonding over something, and you had to
No,
mention pancakes.
I am
Their pancakes are perfectly circular. It's perfect.
now I am like against eating pancakes for
Thank you,
breakfast.
thank you.
I don't think it's a breakfast food.
it's
like-
not. It's cake.
Yeah, it is. It's cake.
It's like Americans have tricked each other into eating dessert for
Do
breakfast.
you like
know?
McGriddles?
Yeah, I like
Oh,
McDonald's.
McGriddles are so good. It's like a pancake that is bun. And there's like chicken McGriddle.
I just
Oh
feel
my
like you have
fucking God.
a pancake obsession.
I love pancakes.
Do you like
but
IHOP?
Yeah, IHOP's ruined pancakes for me.
they are kind of mid, honestly.
Well, what would you say is a place that has good pancakes then?
Like pancake specialty restaurants, you could probably Yelp and look it up, like Oscar's Pancake Bar or something like that. That would be good.
So you have it for breakfast or just like any time?
I'm an adult. I can eat it anytime I want. But I think like I really like the standard like a bowl of rice, some soup, maybe like some grilled fish or meat, egg, kimchi. I don't know. That's like a good
Yeah.
breakfast to me.
Yeah. Oh, I thought you had that with pancake. I was like, that's a
That's a lot of carbs.
Yeah, it is very carb heavy. Like pancakes, waffles, like cereal. It's all sugar and so
Yeah.
not
Yeah.
good for you. I can't believe we normalized that growing up. Like I can't believe that was normal.
What?
What?
Pancakes?
Pancakes for breakfast.
Yeah, I know.
yeah, yeah.
It's weird.
That's
That's
what
weird.
we're
That's
trying
what
to
we're
say.
saying.
That's
Yeah.
what we're trying to say. Yeah.
I like bread. Bread for breakfast is pretty good. For you, very European.
Yeah, but like it's
Just bread?
pancakes are a little bit different.
Pancakes are sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The syrup.
Yeah, like
and everything.
savory
Yeah.
bread is great. Like just some toast or just
Toast is
like a
good.
baguette,
I
just
like
rip it
toast.
apart, just eat some of it. Like, I love
Toast.
that.
I just don't even
Oh
eat
god, I'm
breakfast.
so hungry now. I'm getting dinner with
Shouldn't have
Michael.
said that.
Yeah, yeah.
Holy crap, I'm hungry.
Yeah, luckily
I
I'm
love-
not a breakfast person. Like breakfast is the meal I probably eat the least. Because I don't know, I feel like a full English or something is fucking great, and then American breakfast is great as well. But it's just like so heavy, especially like Japanese breakfast. When you go to like a ryokan and you have like a proper Japanese breakfast,
Yeah,
it's
I
like
love Japanese
it's
breakfast.
it's like a 3-course meal
the
in a
kaiseki
breakfast.
breakfast,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's
I'm
too
like,
much. It's too
It
much.
is way
It is
too
too
much.
much.
Yeah.
But also English breakfast is too much. I remember like day 3 of MCN and I was having the breakfast, the hotel breakfast.
Yeah.
And it was like a full plate of like make your own English breakfast. Dude, by like 12 p.m. I'm so sick.
Yeah.
Because it's so oily.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
really
yeah,
bad.
And
it
it's
is.
a lot of oil in the morning.
It's a
and
one-off.
like, ugh.
Yeah.
It's like when you've had a really like a long day of drinking, and then the
Yeah.
next day you're like,
I
"Alright, give me
get
this."
amazing hangover food.
Oh,
Yeah,
that
it is.
sounds
I bet.
good.
It's like that's why it's a British breakfast, right?
Yeah.
Perfect hangover food, but like you eat it every day and it's just way too heavy.
It's so ugh.
Yeah.
I mean, I do like miso soup in the morning though. That
That's
is like
nice.
the
It's
best.
dude. Yeah, you can't go wrong with that.
Japanese miso.
I'm so
Okay,
hungry.
like that's it though. I only need miso soup. I don't need anything else. Just one miso soup. Just
It's
like
also
get-
maybe like a small bowl of rice.
Do you know tonjuru? Do you know that? It's miso soup with like pork and like veg and stuff.
No, but that
kind of-
sounds delicious.
Like a pork broth. It's
What's-
like pork broth.
What's your
Yeah.
favorite food to eat when you go to Japan?
Sushi.
Sushi.
Oh,
okay,
okay.
okay.
Makes
There,
sense.
I remember too, like when I went with Poke the first time,
Mm-hmm.
we were like this underground subway, whatever. We were hungry. And I'm like, oh, there's a sushi place. Let's just go there.
Yeah.
Go there, eat. It's omakase. And I'm like, this is so good. Like, it's just like a random hole in the wall place that we sat down and it was
Right.
so good.
Yeah. No, like sushi is fucking incredible in Japan because of course it is, right? But like I like even think like the cheap conveyor
dude, the
belt
$1
sushis.
sushi's so
That's
good.
those are my favorite actually because I love like the omakase set and everything like that. But like. I want to sometimes you just want to fucking stuff yourself with like good sushi and like, even though you're just paying like $1 for like the conveyor belt sushi, it's better than like
It
anything.
still slaps, dude.
It's better than most places you can find abroad, honestly.
Yep.
Yeah, sushi roll.
definitely-
Sushi rolls.
Because I remember you guys are telling me about like the horror stories of British sushi.
Oh my.
I'm sorry, what?
No.
there's-
It's not British style sushi.
No,
it's
it's
sushi
sushi
in-
I
made
imagine like
in the
rice
UK.
with, like,
A single bean.
No, it is not.
Beans on rice.
Beans on rice. It's the same thing.
sorry.
Her Royal Majesty's spam sushi. Oh, no, that's fucking Hawaii.
that's literally
Hawaii.
Hawaii.
Fucking
Black
hate
pudding
that.
sushi.
Yeah.
No, what was the what was it? Yo sushi? Is that the
Oh,
Oh
no,
my
that's fucking.
God.
That one's the
abomination.
worst one
It's
I
an
heard.
abomination.
So for some like British and like sushi shouldn't like.
No.
It shouldn't.
no.
But sometimes in America, there's good sushi here too.
Yeah.
But sometimes I just really want like a deep fried California roll topped with like baked salmon and like drizzled with 3 different.
I feel like that's not
Yeah.
even sushi though. Like I feel like they're both different types of sushi.
Yeah.
But I like both.
fusion.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
like
yeah.
both.
Yeah,
Like,
sometimes
yeah.
it's just really good.
I personally don't count that as sushi, but like I won't say no to a California roll.
Yeah,
Like,
because
that shit slaps.
because you can't get it in like Japan.
can't get
at
it in
all.
Japan, no.
You can- like they
There's
don't.
no California rolls in Japan.
no,
bro,
no.
I think you'd be like killed
Yeah.
if you were a sushi
What do
chef.
you mean they won't put avocado in my roll?
Fuck no. Bro, these dudes train like 15 years to slap rice around.
Yeah.
Like they're not gonna about to put like avocado on it.
Oh, but it's delicious. Like cream cheese.
Yeah, okay,
yeah.
yeah, but like again, I don't count that as sushi.
I know.
It's,
Yeah,
it's a
yeah.
good meal, but like, yeah. Actually, I think
It's
I
it's
have
like
seen.
it's like an American take.
no,
on
I have
sushi,
seen
right?
one place that sells California rolls. in
Yeah, because
Japan.
like 99% of sushi places you go to don't even do rolls. You know,
No.
it's like rolls just like don't really exist in Japan.
Just like cut like maki, I guess.
yeah. That's like the closest you're gonna
That's
get.
oh god, I'm so excited to eat food there. I am so hungry right now. Sushi is like my favorite food of all time.
Oh,
Right.
that's good.
Going to Japan is like I'm just
Yeah.
gonna eat sushi every single day. Every day.
And you're never gonna get bored of it. 'cause
You never
it's
get
I,
always,
bored.
I
like-
actually won't.
I thought I would, but I like sushi is the one Japanese meal where I ate sushi before moving to Japan, and I ate it more after moving to Japan, and I just like have not got bored of
Wow,
it
I'm
at all.
jealous.
yeah, man.
But like, what's like, aside from sushi, is there anything else you like about Japanese food? Like,
Do you rate ramen?
Oh, okay. I like instant ramen more than regular ramen. You like the packet that you know. That you
What
make
the
it?
fuck?
I think it's just what is
What
it?
the
Is it
fuck
the
did you
MSG?
just
Is
say?
it the sodium? But it just tastes better for me.
Probably the MSG.
Right? 'Cause when I go to-
what am I listening to?
You, I don't think you've been to good ramen places.
I
in
can
Japan, dude.
I can admit that you could say maybe ramen's too heavy normally or it's
Yeah.
too much, but saying it's better,
I like the taste. I like the taste
I don't
of
think
it
you've
better.
been to a good ramen.
I don't think you've been to a good ramen
well,
place.
in LA, I go to a ramen place, right? And it looks good. And I'm like, can I have an extra egg, please? And they're like, oh, that'll be $3. And I'm like, can I have like.
Why are you speaking in British?
$3.
You're in, is that how they sound? Is that how they sound in LA? $3.
Like, can I have like like seaweed? And they're like, oh yeah, that's $1.50. And they give me like one type.
Oh, what the
Like,
fuck?
why are you telling me so expensive, bro?
Yeah.
And it's,
But does
is
it taste
heavy.
good? But does
I
it
mean,
taste good?
it's good, but it's just like I think instant ramen it fits my palate more. I don't know. I just
I
really
think
like
you
it.
need to go to like a proper good ramen place in Japan.
Have you tried sukemen? That's the best one.
That is
Yeah.
pretty good. I
Sukemen
will admit
slaps.
that's good.
Yeah.
But there's nothing like, it's like 1 a.m. You're sad as shit. You bring out the pot. You open the Shin Ramen Black. You
Yeah.
know Shin Ramen?
Yeah, I know
Yeah.
Shin Ramen.
Yeah,
I
with
fucking
the-
love Shin Ramen.
Yeah, with the
Yeah.
egg and the cheese.
Yeah.
And like, it just hits.
But I mean,
But
luckily,
it's not like
ra-
Korean flavored.
Sorry, yeah, I like Korean ramen.
I think we found it.
Yeah,
now,
we figured it out. We figured it
I'm
out.
Korean.
luckily, the Japanese ramen stores are open like 24/7 normally.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
'Cause you
Yeah.
go there at like
Most places
2
are
a.m.
open until like 4 a.m.
Yeah, you go there
I
at 2
do
a.m. It's a
remember
bunch of drunk
eating
people.
ramen in Japan, and I do remember it being very delicious. So maybe it's
Yeah.
been like so long I
Well,
forgot.
is it because it's not spicy enough in Japan?
I
But Shin
swear-
Ramen's like pretty spicy.
You know,
And
maybe
so is
it's
so
the
is so is
spice.
Korean ramen.
Yeah,
Korean
I like
ramen
the
is
spice a lot.
yeah.
I did order like non-spicy, so maybe that's why.
yeah.
There's a lot of places that do spicy ramen.
I will,
That's their,
I will
like,
try
default.
that next time. Maybe.
You should go to the place in the corner and I went to.
What's it called?
Oh no.
Okay, never mind.
That was like the hottest ramen.
Yeah.
Scottish?
Hottest.
Hottest.
Sorry.
Scottish.
Alright.
Scottish ramen.
It's the accent. The accent. Sorry.
You just pour whiskey into it. Haggis into
Some
it.
broth of like.
I do like their poached the egg, the hard-boiled egg that the
Yeah,
Japanese
yeah,
have.
yeah,
I like those
yeah.
as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah, it's like brown and there's like gooey center. That's
Yeah.
just so fucking good.
It's really nice. 'cause
Tamago,
like,
yeah.
like
Oh, I'm so hungry. Oh my god, tamago yaki. That shit's so
Tamagoyaki? Yeah.
takoyaki.
okonomiyaki. That
Yeah,
was
that's
so
good.
Okay,
as well.
that's good. That's just pancakes. I mean, you love pancakes,
Yeah, I
right?
love pancakes.
No, you guys don't rate okonomiyaki.
Okay, I think it's okay. I didn't think it was
How
bad.
dare
I
you.
just think it's okay.
I feel
I
like-
will not accept
It's
this
the
slander.
Jujutsu Kaisen of fucking Japanese foods, okay,
What
Joey?
do you think about Jujutsu Kaisen?
Okay,
It's okay.
He thinks it's okay. That's
I really like it.
I really like it as
I
well.
think it's
yeah.
okay too.
Oh, fucking hell.
Well, you also haven't watched Arcane, so I'm unsure about that.
Should we take that back then? I'll
You're
take that back.
associating with the bad take,
Yeah.
man.
Those these days, I feel anime. It's really hard for me to find an anime that I like and I will keep watching because like the older I get, I'm just like I don't have time anymore. It has to be really good for me to
Yeah.
stay. So right now, the only thing I'm really enjoying kind of is like Spy
Family?
Yeah.
I think that's super fun to watch.
Yeah.
Well, so is
cute
like
premise.
everyone. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's just like I don't know how it's gotten so popular so quickly, but it's just like a show that everyone unanimously agrees is just
It's
really
just
fucking
cute,
good.
charming.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah,
It
I've not
reminds me of
I've not heard of a single person calling it mid, and that's like a first for
Yeah.
shown in anime.
Dude, oh my god, this AX is just gonna be all your
Yeah.
your like Spy Family
yeah,
content.
It's just
Yeah.
Spy
This
Family
is the
called
year
Spy.
of Spy Family.
No, it's gonna be the year of Genshin.
I'm
Because
excited for that.
we
Cosplaying me? Oh my god.
we were at MCM, which is like the British Comic Con, and pretty much every
Genshin.
third cosplayer was
Yeah,
a Genshin, cosplayer.
character. Yeah.
Yeah.
Crazy how like popular Genshin is. Like, that's insane.
Yes.
Do you play Genshin?
Well, okay, so I didn't used to, and I got cast.
Yeah.
I went in this Genshin rabbit hole. I was like playing the game. I was spending money. I was rolling for 5-star characters. I was watching Genshin MMDs on YouTube. Like it was bad. I'm like, yeah, I like
So you became a full-on Genshin Impact addict.
I was
basically.
like, that sounds normal up until the MMD part.
I'm not proud of it. I had a day where I'm just like, look, I think the models are free to use, right? They're
I
Are
don't
they?
know.
yeah, they share like the models and stuff. So people take the character
That's smart.
models and make them dance to like cute Japanese sweet songs and stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, it's kind of cute, and I just kept clicking.
Man, we've literally like gone full circle. We've reverted back to like the Miku days now.
Yeah,
where you'd have all like the old OG MMDs of like
remember
Miku characters.
Oh, the Vocaloid era.
Vocaloid MMDs.
Oh my god.
Dude,
my
that
God.
was so big back then.
Yeah.
Wow.
Man, we
Time.
yeah,
I feel
somehow
so
Genshin's brought that like fucking phase back now. I didn't know. Yeah.
The Nico Nico era is back. Dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I remember.
Yeah.
So is Genshin your first gacha game?
Oh.
You can say it.
Okay, so I've played lots of gacha games, and I stopped because I have a problem.
Yeah.
I played Summoner's War for a bit.
Oh, that's notorious for being a money sink.
Yeah.
Wow.
I
Wow.
got cast in Cookie Run.
Okay.
So I'm like, oh, this looks really fun. Let me try it. And I installed it. And I'm like, I need the 5-star cookies. And I just keep. It's terrible.
What's the most you've spent on a gacha game?
Let's just say that I spent more than what they paid me to voice.
No.
I was about to ask, is like the worst thing that can happen to you? You get casted in the gacha game because that means you're like obligated to play
play
it,
the gacha
and
game.
then you're gonna get really, really into it.
I basically paid back the money that they paid me.
It's like a circular economy,
It's
right?
terrible.
That's how it works.
That's just money laundering
Yeah.
at this point.
I stopped spending money. Like, okay, I stopped playing because
Yeah.
I had to. I
Yeah.
uninstalled like Cookie Run and Genshin.
Yeah.
'cause
I find that the best way to make sure I never play a gacha game is for
just
me.
don't uninstall it.
Well, yeah, but if I promote it, they give you like a cracked account, right?
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
it just ruins the game.
It
you're like,
does.
because then you're like, well, I have everything.
Yeah.
And now there's no
I agree
point in
with
me
you.
getting my credit card out.
Yeah.
And spend it.
They're
And I don't
very
want to play this
good
game.
at like enticing you to like look at all those Genshin character demos.
I believe they have like tons of people's jobs to just find out what will make you most addicted.
And it's very well done, to be fair. Like, the characters are beautiful, the sound, music, everything. Like, I'm not a Genshin shill, I swear, but like, it's just really pretty. Like, the aesthetics are nice.
Yeah, I mean, like, I think there's a lot of good things about Genshin, but I'm also like an ex-Genshin player. I've also got out. I've been like 1 year Genshin free now. I'm very happy.
Like Genshin Players Anonymous. I'm 1 year sober from Genshin.
I'm 1 year sober from Genshin.
I recently reinstalled it.
Oh.
No, because they have this like rhythm game that came out, that drum thing, and I love rhythm.
You need to come to more of these therapy sessions.
I feel like I played it and I just never really like got into it. I kind of just played around and I kind of had a little bit of fun, but it never really hooked me.
I do think like the world of Genshin like surpasses like with the actual game. Like people like cosplaying it, drawing it, covering music, all of that is like way stronger.
Yeah, the community is insane.
The community is crazy.
Yeah.
Like the community is crazy, and it's like a really like tight knit, like cool community from what I've seen as well. And but like I think what got me into Genshin, or what sold me on Genshin, was actually just, I don't know, the feeling it gave you. Like, it's like the combination of just like the landscape and like the music was like so fucking beautiful.
Yes.
And like you didn't really get that in the first area, but when you discovered Leeway, oh my god, that's when the game actually got like good for me, you know?
Well, like, but that's the exact reason. Those are the exact reasons why I just opted to play Breath of the Wild over Genshin.
Breath of the Wild's fantastic.
Because it's like it's the exact same feeling, but in my opinion, the gameplay's just way more fun.
It is.
Yeah.
But
And I think that's the big reason why I
Cute
just
girls.
stopped. I'm like the cute girls almost
Yeah.
got me. They almost got me until I saw the price tag.
But
And I was
I've already completed Breath of the Wild, and I don't know when the fuck Breath of the Wild 2 is coming out. It just feels like nice little niche, you know, because Genshin is like infinite content. Well, it's not really infinite content, but you know, it makes you feel like it for the longest time. But then you realize it becomes like a part-time job.
Yeah.
That's when you know you're addicted. You know,
Anything that'll stop me from playing League, I'll take it.
League isn't that bad, I swear.
Do you still play League often?
Not often.
Why do you still want to play it?
It's like your ex-girlfriend.
okay.
So you're in an abusive relationship.
It's not abusive. We just like, maybe it's better if we part. But then I miss them. I'm like, hey, what are you doing? It's 1 a.m.
Hey, my parents aren't home, dude.
That's so cute.
It's like the ex-girlfriend that never leaves the conversation out. It's like, yeah, but this is cool, but my ex.
I think moving to Japan kind of killed it for me.
Wow.
Because the servers suck.
Yeah, and also no one really plays it.
No one plays it.
No one plays
I don't
it.
think
Yeah.
League is popular in Japan.
It's I think the least popular server, but the people on the server are just from China and Korean, like smurfing.
Oh, that's sad.
So like you don't get a game, and then when you get a game, this guy who's like apparently Iron 1, like Lee Sin perfectly like insect kicks you, and you're like, all right, okay, fuck, I guess I'm just bad.
Also, it's the most toxic server I've
it's
ever
so
experienced.
bad.
Oh my god.
I kind of want to try this.
It's just because, you know, I mean, I feel like Asians are like really rude to each other. Like the different types of Asians. I've noticed this.
Yes. And when a server is full of people not from that country to just like take over that country,
bro,
it
it's so
becomes
That
a toxic cesspool.
Yeah.
You think like any other League server is toxic? It's nothing compared to the Japanese servers.
So Emily and Didus just moved to Japan, and Didus still wants to play League. And he's been sending me screenshots of like all his chat logs from the game.
Yeah.
And it's just full on, just like people going at it, like
Yeah.
arguing.
interesting.
Yikes.
No, like it's like no one on the Japanese servers speaks Japanese.
Yeah. I have never
Right?
seen Japanese it's always Chinese or
Chinese or
English.
Korean
Yeah.
or English.
Wow.
Wow. Well, yeah, that would kill my desire too. Yeah.
Yeah, so I was kind of like, I'm kind of over this. So I just play TFT now.
TFT's pretty fun.
I like TFT.
TFT's fun.
But it's such a bad viewer game. Like, trying to get a new audience to watch TFT is like, welcome to my algebra class 3. Here's a Morgana.
I think it's the best when it's like a new set just comes out. That's when the viewership, I think, is
Because everyone's like curious and
you
it's
want
like,
to know, yeah.
Yeah, because I try to like follow TFT and I have no idea what the hell's going on. So it just becomes like if they're streaming with a mate, then it just becomes like a glorified just chatting stream, which I can follow, you know.
Yeah.
But if it's just like someone streaming TFT, I'm like
Even as someone who played it a lot, like I was like Diamond 1 at one point at TFT,
Wow.
and then the next set, I'm completely clueless.
Yeah,
I'm like,
you start over.
so it's like even if I get really, really, really good in one set, I'm completely fucking bad the moment they change everything. Because
Right.
like everything I learned was all like muscle memory, and now I don't know anything. And now it's really hard to get back into it.
This episode is sponsored by ExpressVPN.
Guys, have you ever read the fine print that appears when you start browsing in incognito mode?
No.
Well, it says that your activity might still be visible to your employer, your school, or your internet service provider.
What?
How can you even call that incognito? To really stop people from seeing the sites you visit, you need to do what I do and use ExpressVPN.
Think of all the times you've used Wi-Fi at a coffee shop, a hotel, where we are right now, or even at your parents' house. Without ExpressVPN, every site you visit could be logged by the admin of that network. And in the US, where we currently are right now, oh god, they can legally sell your data to other third parties.
ExpressVPN is an app that encrypts all your network data and reroutes it through a network of secure servers so that your private online activity stays just that. Private.
So, stop letting strangers know what you're getting up to. Go to expressvpn.com/trashtaste. That's expressvpn.com/trashtaste to get an extra 3 months for free.
Thank you to ExpressVPN for sponsoring the episode. Back to the show.
Do you play you play Valorant or?
Fucking hate Valorant.
Oh, that's. So
I've had to ban the word
'cause you're
Valorant.
bad.
Yes.
Oh.
I banned the word Valorant in my Twitch chat.
What?
Really?
Because I don't. People are like, "Hey, you ever want to play Valorant?" I'm like, "Don't fucking ask me if I want to play that. This game fucking sucks." All right, let me tell you why Valorant sucks. All right, okay.
yeah.
All right, so you join this lobby. You're locked into like an hour. The game is like an hour. It's so fucking long.
Is it an hour? It's not an hour, is it?
it's like 45 minutes.
It's 40.
You're a league
always.
player. That's like normal
No,
amount.
yeah,
That's a normal amount,
That is
right?
pretty normal.
But you're
yeah.
always gaming in League, right? Let's say you join, you're new. It's like the worst game to play when you're new. Because it's like, there's nothing to keep you engaged. You go in this game, you immediately get headshotted through a wall by like a 12-year-old Korean kid. And then you're waiting, watching someone else play. You're like, oh, dude, nice, dude. He carried me. Awesome. Next round, you spend all your money on a gun. You go out, you get shot again. You're like, what the fuck, man? Let me just play the game.
I don't know. I feel like League is the worst experience for new players. That's just me.
Oh, yeah, it's
Because
pretty bad
like
too.
I think League is worse.
I
Yeah.
tried it once.
Because like
was horrible.
With Valorant, at least it's a first-person shooter. Everyone knows how to play first-person shooters. You point around, you click on something, and then it dies, or
could-
you get killed.
Yeah, you learn it easier.
Yeah.
I feel League is like, there's how many champions are there now?
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
it's not good.
like if I didn't play League when I was like in university, there would be no way I'd be playing League now because the learning curve for that is fucking
Yes.
ridiculous.
Okay, would you play Valorant if you had to play it alone, though?
I play solo queue.
Do you?
Sometimes the voice comp is hilarious. I'm
Really?
like, hey guys, any mic? And you're like, shut the fuck up. And it's just like, it's such good content.
Okay, that's fair. I mean, in Japan, no one talks. Do you know the
Oh.
amount of effort I have to do to get someone to talk on Japanese voice chat?
Wow.
On Apex, I can sometimes get them to talk.
That's so, it's like, it feels like a different, like, culture.
They don't talk. They don't.
No,
they
they
don't
don't
talk.
talk.
So like when you play, like I don't know, like did you ever play Overwatch?
Yeah.
Like in ranked, everyone used to always talk. Like it was like if you didn't have a mic, you were like the guy who was bringing the team down.
Okay.
Right.
Like in ranked, but then like the moment I went over to Japan, no one fucking uses their mic ever.
Wow.
You have to really like
Maybe
talk.
they're just really shy.
They are.
They are.
It's just the culture. They just don't do it. Like it's just not normal to like
This
This is
go.
why
Interesting.
Japanese are like have really bad at esports because they,
maybe.
they don't talk.
talk.
They don't communicate.
They don't communicate.
Their comms are weak, dude. You ever watch Japanese esports teams? They're just like silent.
It was the, what was it the Valorant Japanese team? What's it called?
They're
You
pretty
guys
cracked
watch?
though. They're insane.
They're very good.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I don't follow the Japanese or the Valorant esports scene, unfortunately. Only
did-
League. That's enough for me.
But they don't talk to each other, probably.
I don't know.
They're probably just like telepathy or some shit.
What's your favorite game then?
That's not Genshin.
I like League just because like I played it for so long, and I started my YouTube career pretty much on Legal, so
Yeah.
it means a lot to me.
Yeah.
But again, it's like you've been dating this person for like 10 years, and it's like
It's time to let go.
it's
time
not
to
it's some cost fallacy almost.
Yeah.
But you do have good times with them. It's not like you don't have good times with them.
Sounding real desperate. I swear I had a good time with
I
them.
assume like you don't play ranked much anymore, right? Because that's when like I feel like the game is at its worst, but also at its best in a
I
way.
think playing with, if you have a full stack, it could be
Yeah,
fun.
okay.
But that's the case with Valorant as well.
Yeah.
Full stack, make friends, make things fun.
Right.
You know?
But League's one of those games as well where like, I feel like if there's one person in your lobby who's like really high ranked or on your team, it's really hard to like play with them.
Yeah.
And it's like, how do you? I'm not gonna pick my friends based on their elo. Like I'm not a weirdo.
Then you just make Smurfs. That's
Yeah, I
what everyone
guess
does,
so,
right?
yeah.
Everyone makes Smurfs and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like, that's kind of like why I never really get into competitive games, because there's always like the initial hump where you start learning a new game. It's really fresh. It's really fun. And then like the moment that game dies for me is when I start going on the ranked ladder. And then that's when it like the game stops from being fun to just being like a
chore.
like a stressful experience. Like it's like a friendship ender at some points. If you go, it seems like a nice idea in your head. Oh yeah, let's rank up together, guys.
Yeah.
And then like if you want to test your friendship, you go into a ranked game with your friends on League. That will test your friendship, right? Because not everyone's going to be the same skill level, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And so if you will find out who the toxic people in your friend group are by playing ranked ladder together.
Weed out the toxic people.
We can find out.
Through League.
I like do you like I don't know. Okay, have you ever heard of Pokemon Puzzle League?
Pokemon Puzzle
This
League.
sounds really familiar.
Yeah, why does it
It's-
sound familiar?
Oh, Tetris Attack?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like that, but Pokemon.
Oh.
It's PC only.
No,
Well, what's it got to do with
it's
Pokemon?
Nintendo 64.
Okay.
It's like I love that game so much, but no one plays it. It's like, you know when you have a game.
Oh yeah, because it was like when the dinosaurs were around.
Okay, but like to this day, when you go to PAX or whatever, some convention, sometimes they have like Tetris Attack tournaments and stuff like that. Even if they're old, right?
That's
Yeah, so it's one of those games that I think I'm like really good at, but like no one
Yeah.
plays. So I stopped playing it.
Could you still win now? Would you win?
I think
As a
I could
tournament?
win.
Could you, like, speedrun it?
some people? I'm not that.
Well, what's the
good.
player base for this game, right?
There's very little.
It's just Lily and no one else.
That's a free world record up
There's
your
some
ass.
people who still like it, but they're just scattered. So now I'm trying to like get better at Valorant because
Right.
everyone plays Valorant, right?
Yeah.
So if you're good at Valorant, you know you'll look cool, man. Like
I just want to look cool.
I just want to be cool, but I can't. I'm not good at FPS. I'm good at like music rhythm games or stuff like that, but like that's not cool. It's Valorant's cool.
Just come to
right
Japan.
now.
It's really fucking cool
Yeah.
in Japan.
I am very excited to go to all like the
Just go to the
arcades.
arcade and
yeah.
just master a rhythm game, and you will be like the princess of that
But
arcade.
then you realize how shit you are when you go to Japan. And you see some of the people.
I dig it.
Yeah.
You just see those. You just see those
I've seen-
motherfuckers on Tunism that are just
I've seen them, and they're like.
they're just insane. It's
Yeah.
like clockwork.
But it's like they're all like that. Like,
Yeah, I know,
Like
right?
every time you go, everyone is like serious about.
Everyone has
Yeah.
like their custom gear. Like
Yeah.
you go to one of the booths and they bring out their fucking glove or something, and you're like, goddamn, you know.
That's how you know they're serious. It's like when I go to like like DDR pump it up machines.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They come with like towels and like water bottles and like backpacks. And
Yeah.
stuff, and they're camping the.
Oh my god.
You know shit's about to get like fucked up when like it's always like it's never the guys who are like fully in shape that are the best at DDR. It's like the guys who are like just come out to the arcade
You see
just
some
to play
big dudes
DDR.
tear it
There's
up.
some big dudes I've seen. I remember this like one kind of like larger gentleman in Osaka who just
Yeah.
went up to a DDR machine, like huge bottle of water, big towel, and he would look like he was about to like work out, and everyone at that arcade was like, hold on, guys.
It's the guy.
Something magical's about to happen.
Yeah.
He was absolutely tearing ass, and there's like 30 people surrounding him, just
That's
being
so
like,
cool.
I will challenge you. And he's just like, all right, step up.
Honestly, sometimes it's intimidating though, because sometimes
Yeah.
I just want to like try out like a nice rhythm
Yeah.
game.
You should try.
No, I do love the rhythm games, but like sometimes you see someone like tear it up in this rhythm game, and I'm just like, I don't know how to get it to start. Like,
They sucked too in the beginning.
That's me with like fighting games though at arcades.
Oh,
Because
okay.
it's like, I always want to try it,
yeah,
but there's always a fucking prodigy 10-year-old on the
Yeah.
other side ready
Yeah,
to kick
yeah.
my ass, right?
Also, they smoke at those in Japan.
Really?
oh yeah,
at
that's
some of them,
true.
they
Yeah,
do.
a lot of them.
yeah.
A lot of the ones with the fighting games on the floor, you can smoke. On the
If it's
floor.
like
Especially
the
like the old school
arcades,
ones.
yeah,
the old school ones.
arcades.
Yeah.
I hate it
It'll be
when
like
they
no
smoke.
smoke at any of the floor. The fighting game floor, you can smoke.
can
And there'll be
smoke.
ashtrays and stuff, and so just it reeks of smoke there.
Yeah.
But in the middle of that, there's always that one 10-year-old who's just destroying
Yeah.
everyone.
It's really interesting. I feel like you see like a almost authentic side of Japan in the arcade. You
Yeah.
kind of see like
Yeah.
everyone kind of just like come into this place and just let off some steam.
Yeah.
It's really
Yeah.
interesting.
It's the best.
Yeah, I think like the fighting game community in Japan is like way bigger than say like what's like
Smash.
I don't know, is Smash big in Japan?
It
don't know.
was
So
big
Right.
at like at the peak, I think.
Right.
Like there was a lot of like high level competitors going to like big Smash tournaments in the US and like
Right.
Evo and shit, but I don't know about now.
I don't know, any game where you
Not
don't need to
educated.
converse with someone to be good at this. Like that's like big in Japan, you know?
Yeah,
so rhythm
true.
games, fighting games is like massive in Japan.
Yep. No words necessary, only fists.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just like because they want to do one thing and they just want to perfect it.
Yeah.
It's like the very Japanese way of thinking. It's like
Yeah.
I just want to redo the same thing and just get very good at this one skill.
Not to prove it to anyone, just to prove it to
It's
myself.
it's like a self-rewarding feeling.
Yeah.
I'm not really
Yeah.
sure why. Like it's kind of
Very
just a thing
zen, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
It's kind
yeah,
of
yeah.
works.
Zen.
Yeah. Like I really want to get into fighting games, but there's such a big, massive jump from just randomly mashing buttons to like
Learning combos.
being even like a competent, like being like just mildly competent at fighting games.
Yeah.
That's such a big fucking
It's
gap.
hard. I tried
Yeah.
getting better at Smash because I just wanted to beat the people at the party. You know, at the party, there's always a Smash
Yeah.
setup.
Yeah,
I just wanted to beat like some people. That was my threshold.
Did you ever get to that point?
I don't know. There were no parties. COVID hit.
It's like all the training gone to waste.
yeah.
I think the only time, because Joey's like one of the chillest guys I know. I think one of the only times I've seen Joey like genuinely tilted and angry is
Was
during
Smash.
Smash,
Yeah.
where he played Connor.
Oh yeah.
Because this motherfucker kept playing King K. Rool and just fucking down being every time with a reflect.
I love characters with counters. It feels so fun. It's like, why would I want to hit you when I can make you hit
It's
yourself?
the only time I've ever thrown a controller on the ground.
Oh.
I'm just like, fucking like
There's
that.
something about Smash. The other day, the other day I was on YouTube and there's like these whole Smash compilations.
Yeah,
They're my
yeah,
favorite.
yeah.
They're so funny.
They're
Like,
so funny.
It's like this whole world opened up and I just started clicking for like 3 hours. It was
Like
fun.
the saltiest moment
Yes.
compilations of Smash tournaments
That's like,
are
I
the
think
funniest
that's like
things
one of
ever.
Ludwig's most popular videos.
Yeah.
Is that
Is
he
it?
made a compilation of like top 10 saltiest ice climber moments, I think.
Really?
Yeah, and that's like his most popular video.
That's so much. I didn't even know you made that video.
Honestly, like part of the reasons I want to get into fighting game is because the fighting game community just seems so fun.
Yeah.
You know?
They
Like
seem
I've seen like so many compilations on YouTube of just like fighting game community moments, and it's just I don't know how I can describe it. It's the perfect mix of just cancer, toxicity, but also like no one takes it too seriously as well.
Yeah,
Very
yeah.
passionate.
They're very passionate. Right?
There's a really funny clip. I think it was like a Street Fighter 2 tournament or something at like some convention, and there's just like two people fighting, a huge crowd, and this kid just get absolutely fucking destroyed. And then just from the back, just some guy just goes, "Get that boy some milk," and then it just became a thing in the fighting game community as like a thing to just be like, "He's tilted. Get that boy some milk."
Because like, you know, gaming now, right? It's very like, it's been kind of like polished a bit. You know, you can't trash talk as much online. It's really frowned
You'll get
upon.
cancelled.
And then now, but like that's why like, I feel like the fighting game is such a cool place. It's like you just trash talk. That's what it's all about.
Exactly right.
I love that.
Yeah, it's
Somebody
kind of
who-
like you know like a real like UFC fight. Or
Yeah.
something,
Yeah.
right? Where people are trash talking, and it's like
That's
it's
awesome.
part of like the entertainment, right?
It's like safe trash talking for nerds.
And no one gets hurt.
Great. I love it. I love it. I miss trash talk on video games. I like that.
Do you not do that anymore on like League?
I can't now. Like, what if someone like films me, dude?
what about Apex? What about Apex?
I would. Yeah, I like trash talking still.
Do you trash talk, Lily?
I like it's the ooh method. So like in Valorant, when they're like really mean to me, I just type ooh. Like it pisses them off. It's really funny. I'm like, ooh, are you talking to me?
It's like somehow more aggravating.
It is. It's
That's worse than trash talk.
Yeah.
That's nasty.
I feel bad saying like, yeah, you're shit. You know, blah blah blah. That just feels.
No, that's unoriginal. You have to come up with like fun
Oh,
insults.
okay.
Like,
Yeah, it's hard. Like I'm trying to focus on the game. How can I think of witty insults? Like
that's where I mean in Valorant, right? Because you're dead for like most of the time. I'm here just like spitballing ideas. I'm like, I'm trying to like test these ideas. I'm messaging friends like, what do you think? Is this good? I'm up. Oh no,
He's
I'm
going
dead.
deep into the insult book.
Yeah.
Yeah, wow.
I'm just that guy who's just like, let's try our best, guys.
Yeah.
We can win this.
That's why I don't play co-op games, dude,
Yeah.
because I'm that guy.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
then
yeah.
they're just like, shut up, pussy.
I will say one thing I hate about Valorant. It's like, why is like one skin for a gun like fucking like $30? What's up with that?
they gotta. They're a small company. They need to make money
Small,
somehow.
right?
Small company.
dude. That was the one thing where I was like, what the fuck? Even League isn't this bad. I mean, League sometimes. I don't know, that
Yeah.
Lux skin.
Prestige skins.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay, those are pretty gross.
Yikes.
You remember Elementalist Lux?
Yeah, that was like $4,000.
$30.
Yeah, it was a lot.
Yeah. So I
That
was
was
like,
$30.
Yeah.
What is it, like a skin?
expensive.
For one skin. Yeah.
But it's like okay, well, it's not just one skin. It's like 10 skins
In the game, you
one.
can change to an
You
element,
can
and it
change to
changes
an
the whole
element.
skin.
And then you could change it to another element. If those elements mix, it makes another element. And there's 10 in total. And each one has different voice lines. So it's actually 10 skins in one.
Does it change anything about the way the character's played?
No.
No,
Because if it did, then it wouldn't.
It
Like,
wouldn't.
it would break the game.
It's just like aesthetic.
So it's just a really elaborate aesthetic choice.
Yeah, but it's really pretty. It's my favorite champion. I was really excited, so I got it.
Yeah.
And I asked my friend, "Do you want one? I think everyone should try it, right?" So I gave him one. And then I asked another friend, I'm like, "Do you want one too?" I gave like 5 friends like elementals
God.
love
Oh my
that
God.
day.
Damn.
Another
me
reason
friends.
to not play
I
League.
used to always get the 490 mystery skins. You know, when you paid
Oh,
$4.90.
no.
I used to love that. I don't know. I'm just.
Well, it's like a
gambler.
mystery box.
It's a mystery
So wait,
box.
are you
You're
saying
playing
me-
Gacha,
you
dude.
were into Gacha? Are you telling me you were into Gacha,
Because I
Connor?
wanted skins, but I didn't want to feel like I was paying full price. Because if I did that, I
So
would
you-
feel ashamed.
So you got a skin that you probably didn't even play, really.
What do you mean? I love one of the Udia skins that isn't Spirit God Udia. I love those. That's, when you get a skin for Malphite and it would be like he has like that one, what is it, like the Shamrock one? That one was so fucking bad.
Shamrock Malphite.
They would like just
yeah.
recolor him green and be like,
Yeah.
look, it's Shamrock. But he's
That
a
was
rock.
like early League skins. They just recolored it and called it something else. But
It's
nowadays,
just a shiny Pokemon, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
they
Well,
have stepped it up.
yeah, I mean, now everyone just looks, but all the girls now, they make them look the same in like every skin. It's kind of weird.
Yeah, I know, but they're still pretty. Like I know about this, but like my eyes are glazed over when I see like sparkles and pretty colors.
Is the skins what makes you comes back to play League whenever like a new skin like gets released and you're like, damn, that looks
I
good.
do only play cute champions. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay,
That does check out. That does check
I
out.
feel like I know the answer to this, but obviously, as somebody who's been doing League stuff for a really long time, League is kind of going in more of like an anime direction.
I noticed.
Do you like that?
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I think they should just go full weeb, honestly, at this point. Just do it.
I do wish they had a little more monsters, though. I do like the monsters
There's
a lot.
monsters. Did you see that mommy? The Belveth?
They're not pretty to look at.
The
I mean,
What? Zack is like my favorite character.
Oh, he's like a big bubblegum.
He's just great. Like, he's fun. I love how he plays.
I
It's
agree.
great.
But I think it's also what sells. So like they
Yeah,
know Star Guardian, like
yeah.
Yasuo's and all those kind of
pretty
samurai
skins.
boys.
I mean, like League and Weeb culture, or leagues and weebs have always like just meshed one to one.
Leagues
I
and
agree.
Weebs.
Yeah, leagues and weebs, right?
It's like League, Weeps in the middle. There's
Yeah.
Osu over here.
Osu, you're deep if you're an Osu.
Yeah, because like I remember even before, like in the early days of League, pretty much everyone who played League, I felt watched anime as well. Because like I'd see so many like people just talking about anime in my chat, when I would play League, and I was like, oh, this is where all the anime fans are, because I couldn't find them in real life. They're all playing League.
They're all
Yeah,
playing
it'd
League.
be like Hisoka fan 69 or something. It's like the name, and you're like, oh, all right.
Oh, because everyone was playing Yasuo, right?
Yeah,
and
yeah,
you
yeah.
know that if you're a Yasuo player, you definitely watch anime.
I banned the word Yasuo in my chat.
Did you?
No, when you type in Yasuo, it's an emote of someone puking.
Really?
I hate that champion. I firmly believe that him being created like dampened my game experience and made me play like less. I hate Yasuo.
Did you make it sound like you
I
killed
think,
your
I think,
dad or something? Like,
Okay.
no, what's his brother called?
I hate Yone.
I think Yone's
hate
way worse
those-
than Yasuo.
No, I know. It's like they took everything that was bad about Yasuo and then
Yeah.
like they made it even worse in Yone.
Yeah.
I hate those two champions so much. Like every time I see it, I don't even want to play anymore.
So to explain Yasuo to you, Joe.
yeah, please.
Oh,
Okay,
right.
Yasuo
Sorry.
is a samurai, right?
That's it.
He's a samurai. He's a very high skill cap samurai champion, right?
High skill cap.
So, huh?
Sorry. It's high skill cap. It's just a really funny way. That's
I go, well, how would you say it?
He's a character you want to play when you want to be like edgy, like you want to look all flashy and shit.
Everyone
Like,
wants to be better than they are.
Yeah.
He is a difficult character.
Yeah.
Right.
He is. He is
Yeah.
pretty hard to
Yeah,
play.
so like how it always plays out is when you are against enemy Yasuo, they're like fucking god mode Yasuo. They will fucking solo kill your entire team and like make you solo lose the game.
Right.
But when a Yasuo is on your team, it's guaranteed by like the force of nature that there will be the reason you lose the game.
Shit.
Yeah, they'll go 0-10 and then they'll flame everyone for sucking at the game, right?
God.
Yeah, Yasuo plays like the worst.
And then they
basically.
made a brother called
Yeah.
Yone.
Yeah.
It's like his same skill. Like
It's the same thing, but with a bunch of more bullshit.
Yeah.
Like even more like
It's
weird
insane.
shit, like self-healing, more shields.
When he came out, I was like in shock. I'm like, I don't have 2 bands. I only have 1. So I have to ask my friends. Ban, Yone.
Yeah.
Yone.
I mean, all the new characters they release are nuts. Like I just
Yeah.
like I
think
hate
it's-
Zoe. I hate
Yeah.
Talia. All that. Even though that's old now, but like.
Talia's kind of old, yeah.
Yeah,
Talia's
yeah.
very
I
old.
know, but like
Yeah.
ever since like that point onwards, I was kind of like,
I do think like as League gets bigger, they have like over 160 champions.
it's
Like
crazy.
there's only
Yeah.
so
Far out.
many kits they can make.
Yeah.
And like, how are you gonna make each one more unique? I guess.
Yeah.
yeah, it definitely feels like they keep making it even crazier and crazier. Like the new one they announced looked just like stupid.
Yeah.
Did you
The
see it?
water whip girl.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't.
Fucking
I
like
have no idea.
dashing like everywhere, like even more than normal now.
Yeah.
Oh, what's the Samira as well? I didn't really like.
don't even
I'm like,
know.
what
I
the
don't
fuck is
even- I've
Samira
never
doing?
played.
I don't,
Who's
Yeah.
Samira again?
Yeah, there's
Pirate
80
girl
carry.
with-
Oh, yeah.
Eighty
There's too
carry.
many.
Yeah,
There's so
it's-
many.
Joey looks so lost right now.
There's like 160.
I'm just vibing, dude.
Joey's just vibing right
I'm just
now.
vibing. It's all good.
Yeah, because like the only way I find out about new champions now is because when I followed like the esports scene and I see a new champion and I just like I have no idea what
Oh
this
my
person
god,
does.
they picked it. They picked the thing, and they're like, oh, what is it? I don't know. We'll see when we get in
Yeah.
the game.
Do you still follow the esports scene at all?
Nah.
Why would you? You're from the NA server, right?
I
said it, okay, I said
it. Wrong. I do think back in the day, like I'm talking like season 3, 4-ish, there were more storylines I could follow. Like you knew everyone. on,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah,
TSM or whatever.
Yeah.
Now it's like I just lost track. I don't know
Yeah.
what's
Yeah.
going on anymore.
Yeah, pretty much. You just like follow Faker and
I can't believe Faker is still like playing.
I know. I wonder what's gonna happen to League when he retires.
He's like the god of League of Legends at
Yeah.
this point. That's insane.
So Faker's like, I guess, what's the like the Michael Jordan of like League? I guess that's like what's like
The Michael Jordan of League.
Yeah, I mean that's fair enough.
I mean,
that's
like I'm trying to think of like a really,
Like
really
a really great
He's
player.
super
Yeah, yeah.
skilled. He's
Right.
like notorious for being. Really
I've heard
good
the
at
name Faker.
yeah, because his name, I guess, almost like transcends League itself. Because you might not know nothing about League, but you've heard the name Faker.
I know
somehow.
the name Faker.
Yeah.
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 I think he chose such a good name too to be like
Yeah.
that icon, like Faker. It sounds
Yeah.
so cool.
I can't watch his streams though. It makes me sick watching him like with the camera.
What
He
happened?
like he whips the camera all
Oh.
around. It's like impossible to watch. Yeah, he like flicks around everywhere, and it's
Yeah.
nauseating to watch.
Yeah. So he has like hotkeys. So he has hotkeys where he can like flick to like different champions or like his teammates.
he
just
uses those.
Yeah, he uses
Yeah,
them,
yeah.
but he flicks to like a teammate for like a microsecond, and somehow that's enough time to garner the information he needs.
That's insane.
I'm just like, this is what happens when you're like just jacked into the matrix.
Someone is it you talking about this edit where like it's something where like he's in a fight and instead of flicking, someone edits it so he's opening up solitaire. And he's playing like solitaire while fighting. It's so good because it looks real. It looks so good.
Yeah, but like, yeah, I can't watch his streams, but you know, it's like
He
pretty
plays
much.
Jump King.
Huh?
He's beat Jump King.
Oh,
He's
he
beat
beat
Jump
Jump
King
King.
while playing League as well.
Probably.
So he flicked over to Jump King. Did a jump flick back to League. You know?
I hate Jump. I couldn't beat it.
It's great watching him play Jump King and Pogo Stuck because you're like, you are human. It's nice to see.
You're not a god gamer.
It's like you see him fall a shit ton in Jump King, and you're like,
Yeah.
that's really comforting.
Right,
Knowing that
right.
the best guy in the world at this game also struggled at that one fucking jump on
Yeah.
Jump King that I did.
Have you finished Jump King?
No.
He hasn't, so you both need to finish.
Yeah.
Probably never gonna touch that game. It was it reminded me of that other game.
What?
It's a game like that.
Getting over it.
Getting over it?
Yes.
Yes.
No, Jump King's way harder.
Jump King's way harder.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Yeah,
No.
they're both hard, and I give up on both of them.
I love Jump King.
So it's like somehow Jump King, even though it's like a rage game, it's still like
We always
less,
come back to it.
Yeah, it's still like less rage inducing to me than some League servers
Oh,
or,
yeah,
or
yeah.
some League games, you know.
I must say it was definitely one of the most satisfying moments when I beat that game
I
Yeah.
bet
in recent
Yeah.
history.
that
Yeah.
accomplishment.
Yeah. It was really good.
Would you do the expansions though?
No. I prioritize my happiness. So no thank you.
You made
I say that
expansions.
and I'm probably going to. It's like a drug.
Yeah.
I was the worst carpal tunnel I ever got from playing Jump King. I've never gotten carpal tunnel before.
Oh my god.
Well, I play because you play with a keyboard,
Yeah, I
right?
was doing
I
that,
play
yeah.
with controller,
Oh, that's
so I could sit back.
smart.
Yeah, I should have
Do
done
it.
that. I'm
Yeah.
fucking
Yeah.
dumb.
Yeah.
It's okay. At least you watch Arcane.
Yeah, at least I did watch Arcane. That's true.
I'm so sorry. I can't believe you didn't watch it. It's so good.
I can't believe it's brought up again.
On TV. Watch it here.
Well, yeah. Well, I mean, this is the only TV.
This is the only TV. In the
Oh,
Yeah.
Unfortunately, somehow we have this like fucking mansion in LA, and this is like
There's
the
one
only
TV
This
in
is
the
we've
house.
only got one TV
This is a
and no curtains.
beautiful place. So you guys picked a nice place.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Like, you
Thank
guys
you.
want to like stay in comfort.
Yeah.
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 Actually, boy, who doesn't want to stay in
My
comfort?
Uber was driving, and like the neighborhoods were getting nicer and nicer.
Every Uber driver that's dropped me off here is like, what do you do
Yeah,
for
like
work?
I look at my map, and I'm like, where are we? Like, it's really nice.
But then I feel the obligation to like have
Yeah.
to tip way more than normal because they're like, oh, what do you do? And I'm like, no, that's
Oh, he says, "Hey, I'm a YouTuber."
no. Do
And
you
then
do you tell people that when they
Hell
ask?
no. But this is how the conversation goes. Like, oh, do you work? I'm like, no. Oh, what do you do? I'm like, oh, I work from home. Oh, then what do you do from home? Oh, I just like, make videos. Oh, like on YouTube. I know it leads up to that, and I'm like, I need to just think of a different profession every time.
I was talking to an Uber driver because he was kind of like he seemed like a really interesting dude,
Yeah.
quite a character, I'd say. And so I just started asking him questions because I really wanted to hear his opinion on things. And he's from LA, 'cause of course, when you're a strange person, I feel like you're like born and raised here. I was like, I was asking him a few things. First of all, I was like, do you like LA? He's like, fuck no. And I was like, oh, why do you live here? He's like, man, I don't know, I can't leave, man. And I was like, all right.
That's what they all say.
yeah.
Everyone
That's
says
what everyone
though.
says.
He was like, I want to move to Miami and become a YouTuber.
Oh.
I was like, I was like, yeah, man. What kind of videos did you make? He's like, just rating chicks. I was like, what do you mean? Like, he was like, just say how the girls are. Talk about them.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
you make a whole channel about rating
Just-
women,
just rating
and
women,
your
really?
adventures with them.
You
He's
should
like,
have
yeah,
been.
dude.
Like, have you ever heard of the channel Prank Invasion? He did the same thing.
And so I was like, all right. I was like,
Where'd you even begin with this?
yeah, I didn't even want to begin unpacking it.
Yeah,
I was
yeah,
like,
yeah.
all right,
Yeah,
what do
yeah.
I even do?
You've only got like one Uber driver's worth of time to like unpack everything.
I was like, do you ever think that like LA should have like more public transport? He's like, fuck no, man. I was like, what do you think it needs? He's like, we need more e-scooters. And I was like, I had to be like, it's a great idea. It's fantastic.
Honestly, those
awesome.
scooters are really fun.
Honestly, I think it fucking works in cities where
Yeah.
it has an infrastructure for cycling. Because I recently went to Belgium, and using the e-scooters in Belgium was one really really fun, and two really fucking convenient as well.
Right.
Like because me and Cindy got out of our station and we tried to like find a taxi. And like the fucking line for the taxi was like a fucking mile long, I swear to God, because there were just not enough roads and not enough taxis to accommodate everyone.
Right.
So we were looking at what everyone was doing, and everyone was either cycling or just e-scooting. So
It's so nice.
yeah.
I wish LA was more like friendly to like just like e-scooters, cycling,
Yeah.
trains, buses,
Yeah.
like in
Yeah.
general, like that. We didn't have to rely on cars so much.
Yeah.
It feels like if you don't have a car in LA, you're fucked.
Yeah, because wasn't there this big craze of just people trashing e-scooters here, or just like throwing them to the river or
Yes, there
something?
was a.
I mean, they are like.
I think they're
ugly
still
as
doing
fuck.
it.
They're
Probably still doing
They
it.
are ugly.
Yeah, because like I get it if you leave it on the streets, just in like
People
the,
just
on
leave
like the
them, yeah.
pavement or whatever,
We
right?
shouldn't do that.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know?
yeah. Like in Brussels, everyone was leaving it where people parks their bikes, you know.
Yeah.
So you
Yeah.
just go to like a designated section.
Asking Americans to be that considerate.
Yes. Lost cause.
In San Francisco, they had like rental, like it's the same concept where you use your phone to unlock, but they
Yeah.
unlocked mopeds. And
Okay.
it was
Mopeds.
Yeah, it was sick. We just rode mopeds around San Francisco.
Do you not need a license to drive a moped?
I don't know. Michael did it for me. I just.
That does sound sick, though.
I don't know either. I
It
don't
was
fucking
so
know.
fun. They like if you unlock the back, they come with 2 helmets because they know people would like to ride.
Oh,
It's,
that's
it was
cool.
so
That's
convenient.
really fucking convenient.
Yeah.
It'd be
Yeah.
nice if I had like other options that wasn't Uber and Lyft. That's our public transportation.
Yeah.
And these days, it's really hard to get Uber and Lyft. Like
Yeah.
the prices went up, and like it was hard getting one
Yeah,
to get
it's
here.
really
Yeah.
expensive. Like, how do you get
Yes.
around normal?
Yeah.
Me,
Like, if you-
I
if you-
just don't leave my apartment.
Do you drive?
No,
Can you drive?
Do you have a license?
I mean I have a car.
Oh, I see. I see.
Alright,
okay.
In
Well, it's
Japan,
my
that
brother's
would be
car.
called
We
a
shared a car,
that'd be called a
Okay.
paper license in Japan.
Yeah.
but I don't like driving.
I don't like driving either, especially like driving here. It seems so stressful.
I think,
Yeah.
yeah. And
Yeah.
I'm like really panicky. I think I'm doing other people a favor by not going on the road. You're welcome.
Everyone,
I'm saving your life.
I'm saving your life.
everyone seems like a really bad driver here.
Yeah, there's a lot of road rage stuff.
Like,
I don't trust myself.
Why do people just get super fucking angry in like immediately over like a mild inconvenience? Like someone will like make
Because
them
they don't
slow
want to be
down.
here.
They're like,
Yeah.
Because
maybe
they don't want to be
don't
here.
wanna
And
be
that's
here.
the same people where you go, do you like LA? And they go, fuck no.
Honestly, LA, you just live here for like the people,
Yeah.
connections,
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
Voiceover is here too for me, but
Yeah.
it's like
Yeah.
if I had to pick somewhere to live, it would not be LA.
Honestly, like I get it because I would not want to spend any more time on the road in LA than I need to.
Yeah.
Like being in LA traffic here, I experienced it for the first time the other day. I'm like,
Oh,
oh, this is why every LA person complains about traffic. It's like a piece of your soul just like gets lost every time you get stuck on the highway.
Boys, it's the season of summer. The season of the sand, the sun, the sea, and most importantly, kimodameshi.
What is kimodameshi?
Isn't that like the test of courage you see in anime where the high school girls go to a haunted place?
You're absolutely right, God. And yeah, apparently it's supposed to chill you down to the bone so you don't feel as hot as you do.
But does it work?
No idea, because I'm a little girl and I don't go on those things, but I can tell you one thing that will work.
What?
That's the sponsor for this video, Bloodline.
Ooh! Bloodline: The Last Royal Vampire is a fast-paced, retro-style mobile JRPG, a vampire-themed card game in a modern fantasy setting.
Bloodline is a nice mix of anime-style cut-ins and 8-bit style battle effects. It's a classic JRPG full of strategic and team-building aspects on top of quick, stylish animated action. Tons to do, so you'll never get bored.
The story is immersive with endless gameplay content, epic boss battles, PvP battles, and over 400 characters you can summon to create the ultimate team. So, what are you waiting for? Go check out Bloodline: The Last Royal Vampire now. Links in the description.
Back to the episode.
Palgarinos, kiddos.
there's some real depression in that.
Yeah.
Right?
It's the 10 years on Twitch.
Is it 10 years on Twitch as well? Oh my god.
Yeah, this year, well, this month or next month is my 10th partnered year on Twitch.
Oh my god.
Not
damn.
including like the livestream.com, just in .tv, own.tv. Like I've dabbled in that before.
Wow.
You sound exhausted just saying that.
I could,
Are you
I could
ashamed of
hear
your
like,
past?
I could hear like a decade worth of PTSD coming out of that. Like,
Oh my god, can you? There is like 10 years worth of like, imagine being little 19-year-old Lily with high voice, girl on internet, the comments you would get like when you just start out when like
Yeah.
it's not as common.
Yeah.
Ugh, I needed therapy.
yeah.
But now I'm good. Now I'm a well-functioning, happy, healthy adult.
How did you, get over it, I guess?
Just gotta get. What are you gonna do? Die?
I mean, some people just quit. Some people are like, fuck, I can't do this anymore.
Yeah,
and they
it's
quit.
either that. It's either that. You either quit or you just keep going. And I'm like, I'll just keep going, see where it leads me. And it's just at this point, it's like, what other life skills do I have? You know, let's be honest. You know, I'm a streamer.
What about like music full time?
It's hard to make money off of music full time. I'm learning. I do make like music.
Yeah.
I upload them on streaming services, but it's like full time. It's really hard. It's super hard.
Yeah.
So I think streaming and YouTubing is a good like way to supplement what you really want to do.
Yeah.
You know, all the producer costs or like
Yeah.
voice acting classes or stuff like that.
Yeah.
I mean, you dabble in a lot of things as we've established at the beginning, so I think that's a good kind of lifestyle.
Yeah, I think it's very good. Like I think I'm super privileged. Like I'm very thankful I can do this because you know, it's like everyone wants to be a streamer or like a content creator. these
Yeah.
days, yeah. And I did start when there were not many.
Yeah.
So I think I did get lucky in that sense. Like if you do think if you started now with absolutely nothing, you could make it.
Oh god, hell no.
Right?
I mean, like the
hard to
bar
say.
of quality now is so much
It's
higher.
so much higher.
Gotta spend $100,000 on every video to like compete with like.
It's insane. Like back then, I feel like it was so much easier because you know more visibility, less saturation.
Yeah.
But also, I think when you're like, let's say you come in now what you like your baseline of what you expect and what you think and how to make a video is probably going to be better because everyone else is also better. I feel like back then everyone was bad because there was no frame of reference of what good is.
Yeah. No one knew what they were doing back then.
Yeah.
And
it
so-
was-
Equals 3 was the biggest fucking show on YouTube.
Yeah.
Have you tried watching Equals 3? It sucks.
It didn't age well.
It is bad.
Yeah.
Like, and that was the biggest thing on YouTube. And like that's weird, but
I remember I used to watch that shit, man.
Yeah,
I thought
but
it was
But
great.
like, I feel like the formula was there. You just removed all the commentary, and then now you have like Daily Dose of Internet.
Yeah.
Which is basically like
Or
the
like
same
meme
thing.
compilations,
Or
you
just
know?
meme compilations,
Yeah.
right? You know, it's I feel like there was something there with equals 3, and then you just
Yeah, but the bar always changes, right?
Yeah,
like
yeah,
it
yeah.
always like someone brings something or someone adds something. Like like Mr. Beast has like changed how everyone makes YouTube videos.
Yeah.
Like, his style has made it like
That's insane.
YouTube changed over like the past 2 years more than I've ever seen it.
Yeah.
Like ever,
Definitely.
Yeah.
because of this style of now everyone talks at like 5,000 words per minute and screams.
And I
Yeah.
still have to watch it at 1.5 speed.
That's okay. Wow.
How do you watch that in 1.5 speed?
So my problem is I like when I want to digest information, I
Yeah.
prefer reading. I read very fast.
Yeah.
I can like read really fast, but when they're talking,
You
it's
hate
like,
that it's
please faster.
sometimes you
Speed
just
up.
need to digest the information, you
faster.
know.
So like
You know.
I get 1.5 and I'm like
Yeah.
yes, and I have the subtitle thingy on. That's what I like.
Jesus.
I get
You
it.
just like
I get it.
You just like unbuffing yourself. Like you're just like, you know what? This is too easy. I'm gonna make it hard on myself.
Some people just speak too fucking slow,
Reading's-
man. Yeah, some
All
people.
those years of like reading Reddit, paid off.
Yeah.
Dude, I warn my friends, if you have chat logs open on your phone
Mm-hmm.
and I glance at it, I will read it. Like I can't help it. So please point it away.
What are you, like a fucking fiend for words? You're like, I can read something.
It's just like I like reading. So it's like oh my god, there was one time. It was really funny. I told a story already. We're in a car. Scar's in the front seat, right? He's in a DM with this girl.
Right.
All right.
I'm gonna make a name. Give me a name.
Barbara.
Barbara. Okay, she's in the ground with this Barbara, and the reflection from his DM was in the car window. I read that, and I'm like, "So who's Barbara Escara?" And he was so shocked. He's like, "What's wrong, what's wrong with you?"
Bro, that's fucking creepy. If I turn around and you're like, Connor, who is it?
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my god.
Because I was like far away, but then like the reflection from the front window, I could read everything. I'm like, "No, I'm just warning you. Like, it's."
I'm scared to pull like my credit card out in front of you now. Like
I'm not
She's
interested.
gonna-
She just scans it in, you know.
I'm not interested in your credit card. I think chat logs and stuff like that are most interesting because like I feel like I learn a lot about people, right? How you type when you think no one's reading.
Yeah.
Sorry, that sounds really creepy.
that's so scary.
I have like not exactly the same thing, but so do you play Wordle at all?
Wordle.
Yeah,
love
watching
Wordle.
someone play Wordle is actually really fucking entertaining to see how their mind works and just like what guesses they
Yeah,
make.
I like that.
Like I remember we were in like a long road trip or something, and just like Joey was playing Wordle in like the front seat, and me and Connor were just like silently judging and commentating in the back.
Well, because you would type in words that weren't real, and we all do it.
Yeah, because
Everyone does it. But it's funny to be like, oh, you really think like flubble is a word? Really?
Because it gets to the point where you're just like, this has to be a word I don't know. So you just start
Sometimes
randomly
yes.
doing
Yeah.
it. And I hate it when people are watching me because I'm just like, don't judge me. I know this isn't a real
No,
word.
we all do it, but
Yeah.
like it's so entertaining watching someone else do it. It's like you fucking idiot.
Yeah, it's like, that's not a real word.
With Wordle, I thought the tactic was like I have like 3 words I always use.
Yeah,
to,
I do
like,
that
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
Now
I
it's
do
just
as well.
that.
I've stopped doing that
But
now.
I realize it's boring.
Yeah,
That
I
does
just
make it
go
boring.
with like my whatever I feel like now. But Joey's still on like the fucking crane meta. Like
Yeah,
you
I'm
know.
like, I think the crane middle works.
I don't play Wordle anymore. I give up.
That was such a big thing. Everyone
Yeah.
on Twitter was posting their little squares.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
what is that?
I feel
Yeah,
like I
yeah.
missed the train. I was very late to it. Because
Yeah.
I was too scared to ask what the squares were.
Aww.
you were too scared to
Yeah,
ask.
I was like, is this like some cult or something that like people are coming
I
into?
felt the same way, so I would click on the replies of the squares because people
Yeah.
will ask, and then
Yeah.
I get the answer.
Right,
like that.
right. See, I wasn't smart enough.
Like
to do
once I started playing it, you could tell like there were some people on your feed that are just like you are cheating. I know you're
Yeah.
fucking
Yeah,
cheating.
yeah.
This word progression makes zero fucking sense. And you'd see them like they try to like mix it up. Sometimes they'd get like 3s and 4s, but they get too many 2s to be like universally make sense.
Yeah.
You know. I know you guys are out there. I know you guys. Stop doing it.
Wordle cheaters.
Yeah. Why? I can tell. Okay, we can all tell.
To look cool on social media.
Yeah, exactly.
That's-
I don't want
that's
to say
all
I
I
thought,
want.
wow, you're good at Wordle. That's so fucking hot.
Slide into my DMs right now, dude.
Fuck, dude. Got the 2.
I'm breaking up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're right.
Come on, like getting a 2 naturally is fucking like it's so
It's
satisfying.
pog.
It's so fucking satisfying. You know, why would you fake that?
That phase ended pretty quickly. I don't see it
As
anymore.
Yeah.
everything does online.
Yeah.
right?
Yep.
Yeah, yeah. Trends online just
It
so
moves too fast now.
Yeah.
so fast. Is Morbin time funny still?
No, by the time this is out now.
No.
Yeah.
No, I know it. It's like crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, remember Fall Guys?
What? Oh, people still play Fall Guys though.
Yeah,
Do they?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think it's as much of a meme as it was though.
Was it even a meme before?
I mean, there was like a period where there were some memes, you know,
Okay.
varying in hilarity.
right,
but
It was like nothing compared to Among Us.
No,
you know?
no.
So it came out right before Among Us, so
Yeah.
it
Yeah.
got destroyed
Yeah.
by Among Us.
Yeah.
essentially.
Among Us. Oh my god.
I mean,
there's
there's memes still.
about
Among
Yeah.
Us. Is
I don't
so-
even like playing the game. I just love the memes.
Yeah.
Among Us everywhere.
So you've been on YouTube for 10 plus years, right? Do you have like a favorite era of YouTube when you like?
Honestly, I like my League parody song days because that shit was fun. I'm like, yeah, everyone was doing League parody.
Well, I mean,
Yeah,
I used to
yeah.
unironically listen to like Instalock.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they were cute, cool. I thought.
I know, but now when I go back, I'm like, what did I want?
It was like a cool era where everyone was trying to take songs, like make parodies out of it to make it fit like League of Legends because that's fair use parody. So I would like take like these weep songs and like, yeah, Insta. You know, it's really cringe, obviously.
Yeah.
But it was fun because I would draw everything myself and do everything myself.
Oh,
and
dude, yours
that was
was
creatively
really good,
fulfilling
Yeah.
for me, and that was super fun for me. I like that.
And that was
then,
a period when people still enjoyed League as well.
yeah, and then those remember? Oh god, do you guys remember League ciphers by any chance?
Yeah.
The rapping thingy. It was really.
I'm not
That-
surprised.
I mean,
that
there's still a really big scene for anime ciphers.
Oh my god! Someone invite me to one. I want to do one.
I know a bunch of people who. would-
Yeah, I know a bunch of people who would
Yeah.
I
love it.
want to do more
Is
like.
anime Cypher still a thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Please, I want to do more like anime, like just like projects. If you need me to fan dub anything or just like be in a project, I'm desperate. Like,
What are you desperate? Give me your all. Don't fucking say that. Pretend like you're busy.
Yeah.
dude.
It's funny because
Oh, I don't know if I can
we're
fit it in.
I'm desperate.
every anime content creator I know is trying to get out of anime now. Yeah.
I kind of miss it. It's like nostalgic. I just wanted to cute, silly things again. You know, like whether it's fuck, I would even do a Bridge series. You know, I don't fucking care, man.
I thought you said a British series there.
A British
A
series.
British
Hey, what's
series.
going on?
I'm pretty good at British accents. If you need someone to voice a British character for you, let me just drink up my bottle of water.
You sound like a British person with a concussion. Like, like you had a bit too much to drink. You had a bit too much gamer subs to drink.
Trash taste in the description.
You just gave up there. You just, you just went back to American.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Accents. So when I audition for stuff, sometimes they want accents, right?
Yeah.
My biggest when they ask for an Asian accent.
What does that even mean, though?
what
does that even mean?
Do you like the Pro CD video where he's like, when they asked me to audition with an Asian accent? Have you
Oh, I
seen
saw that
That's
one.
so
Yeah.
And I'm like, I feel so racist. Like, what do you want me to do? What accent do you want me to possibly do?
Yeah.
It's like an amalgamation of like Chinese, Korean,
Have you done
Japanese.
any Reeves?
So here's it. I did. They wanted a Japanese accent, right?
Yeah.
And I didn't know how to do it, so I just winged it for my audition. Cause I want roles, man.
Can I hear it?
No, man, I don't know.
You made me too American.
Well, I'm Japanese. I'll allow it.
I can't.
You get the J
You
pass.
get the J pass. You get the J pass. Don't worry.
Off podcast. But the thing is, I got a call back for that role. They're like, "Yeah, we really liked it." I'm like, "What? What was I saying?" And I had to re-listen to my. I'm like, "This is not a Japanese accent."
I mean, yeah. I mean, what is the accent really?
It's just katakana, right? It's just in that pronouncing things in katakana.
Hello, my name is. Yeah, it's like that. It's like
It
that.
wasn't like that.
That's pretty
strong.
normal though.
Yeah.
You can
Yeah.
actually. hear
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
It just felt weird.
Well, because it
Yeah.
feels like you're mocking someone
Yeah,
who's,
and I
who's
don't
trying
mean
their
to mock,
hardest.
but it's
Yeah.
just like what I hear from like media, like other game characters with accents. I try
Yeah.
to emulate those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just when they ask for like an Asian accent, it's always like I'm on like put on the spot. I'm like, what do you want me to do?
That's a red flag, though, right?
Well,
when they say
it's also
Asian.
like it shouldn't be an Asian accent.
Yeah.
There's
It
a lot
should
of
be like-
countries
Be
in
more
Asia,
specific.
right? Like what if I asked you to do
Indian
a,
is technically Asian.
yeah, like what if I asked you to do a European accent? Like what is
What
a
is that?
European
I
accent?
know.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
even when they say like American or British, it's like, well, you can.
There's
have
a
to
lot of
Yeah,
things.
there's a
You
lot
have to be a very
yeah.
So I
specific
think
on
it's
this
just
one.
like you just do what you think is right, and then if they like it, they like it. If they
Yeah.
don't, they don't like it. You know. It's
Yeah.
what it
Can you do a
is.
Korean accent?
Oh, I just feel so bad doing it. Like I don't mean to make fun of anything. Like
Yeah, yeah,
it's just
yeah.
me really trying, but I feel like people will take it the wrong way. So
Oh, I've
I'm
done
like
some
deadly
fucked up shit.
scared.
Yeah.
But you never know. Like someone fucking clips it, Twitter.
That's true. That's true.
You're a veteran. I can tell.
But also,
think you're
aren't you Korean as well? So.
I am Korean. Yeah.
Yeah, so you're allowed. It's fine.
Surely, if you're Korean,
allowed, right?
you're allowed to attempt a Korean
all the
accent.
viewers know this, but I've voiced like an African in a game, and that was not my proudest moment. But that was in a game.
It's my favorite
Brave.
moment.
Everyone loves it because it's literally like it was before the Ugandan Knuckles meme, and it was literally that accent.
Yeah.
And then but they selected me for some fucking reason.
Sometimes it's
Awful,
you never
awful.
know what they select you for. You know, it could be
Yeah.
the way that you say certain things or like.
But it was
so-
weird because when you started voice acting, right? Like that wasn't like a thing yet, where everyone was like, "You can't do this voice if you're not that
Right.
kind of."
Yeah.
Ethnicity.
Well,
Ethnicity.
these days, like they want like
Yeah, now
Yeah.
you
if
have
it's an
to.
Asian character, they want an Asian character.
Yeah,
If it's like they're very like.
Because like
Yeah.
League changed a lot of the voice actors like very secretly.
Really?
Some of the characters.
Yeah, wasn't Lucian
Yeah,
voiced
Patrick
by,
Seitz, yeah.
yeah.
So Lucian and Renekton were the same person, and it's a white guy, Patrick Seitz. He's done like so many. He's
Wait,
amazing.
I know
voice
Patrick
actor.
Seitz.
Yeah.
He's really good.
He's amazing. But yeah, they very quietly changed his
Oh,
voice
very
in the game
interesting. Wow,
into
that's so interesting.
because
Yeah.
it was weird. Like obviously when it all started changing, and it kind of just changed overnight. Like everyone was like,
Was
no,
it like
it's not
an
cool anymore.
ethnicity issue or what?
Yeah, well, I mean, it's just, a lot of it now it's like, all right, well, obviously, and it makes sense. Obviously, a black person should play a black person,
Right.
And a white person should probably play a white person. I'm fucking, I don't care. I just audition for the thing now.
I just audition for it. If you like it, take it.
I'm just trying to like avoid the minefield. I'm like, am I good? I'm good.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm good. I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah. Sometimes I'm like, what if like something I say it's clipped out of context, it's put online, and I wake up and there's 8,000 notifications. Like, Lily, did you see it? That's my nightmare.
Yeah, I mean, like that's like the 10 years worth of like streaming experience to be
I'm
like,
sorry,
I need to be careful
The
about
PTSD.
everything I say.
I probably sound really like.
The PTSD
Yeah,
is coming
but-
out. Yeah.
I think if your intent is very clear,
Yeah.
it won't happen.
I do try to
Yeah.
make like super like this is who I am, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank God we cut that stuff you said earlier, bro. It's crazy.
No, because like luckily we're on a podcast, so like even we can like edit it. But like as a Twitch streamer being online so much, like I'm scared. I'm scared like I would let something slip or something would get taken out of context.
Yeah.
And it could be totally like unintentional or like a mistake or whatever, but that moment could like define a lot of things.
Right.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
you just don't do it, forehead.
Just get good.
Okay, good.
Just be careful.
Wow, it's that easy.
Yeah. Wow.
I'm really excited for you to talk
Michael
to
message
Michael.
you?
I hope you guys talk about boxing. I know we didn't get
Yeah,
to
I
boxing.
obviously
Yeah,
want to
yeah,
talk to you
yeah,
about
yeah,
that.
But like
yeah.
he looks so fucking cool. I watched that video of him boxing like
yeah.
30 times. It was so I think the fact that there was a creator clash with like everyone who really gave it their all.
Yeah.
There's like
for
really
months,
good vibes.
That's
Yeah.
insane.
Yeah.
Wow, would you guys ever box each other? Like Anti-Tuber versus No? No.
And
I mean,
create a clash.
You're like
I could see you box and get
Yeah,
beat up.
I went
but, like,
to a boxing class with Ludwig the other day.
oh, is it for the thing?
Yeah.
Are you
He
gonna
wants
do
to-
it?
I will. Yeah, maybe we'll see.
You should do it. I think
kinda
you should
want
do
it.
it.
I don't know though. We'll see.
Yeah.
But who the fuck's gonna teach me in Japan how to box?
Oh, right. You are
Yeah.
not from here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's boxing gyms you can go to.
Dude,
Maybe I don't know.
yeah, I'm
Are,
sure.
are we recording, by the way?
Yeah, we are.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I thought we were just having small talk. I
No,
didn't
no,
realize
it's-
you repressed
yeah,
the
it's
recording
recording.
button.
We're recording.
Okay.
Boxing.
Are you gonna box?
Dude, I'm too self-conscious. When they...
Well, you look like shit when you box because you're sweaty. You get
Yeah.
punched.
Michael-
Yeah.
No one looks like a model when they box.
Well,
Yeah.
some of the people look kind of cool, like their forms and stuff, like the whole dodging, weaving. Like I thought that was really cool.
Yeah.
But they also slather your face with like Vaseline before. Like,
Yeah.
You know, their faces were really shiny
Yeah.
to prevent cuts and stuff.
Is
Yeah.
that true? I didn't know that.
Yeah, I was wondering
I'd just
why
do
their
that anyway.
faces were shiny. Oh, okay. Well,
Every morning. Just
every morning
really
just
into that.
Vaseline in your face.
Yeah, dude, like American Psycho.
Just peel it off, right?
peel it off.
Yeah.
I'm ready.
What was it like watching Michael live during Creator
I
Clash?
was screaming. I was so excited and happy. I was like, yeah, that's my boyfriend. I was like in Discord with like 6 other friends
Right.
watching the same thing, and we're just like screaming for it. Energy was great.
Yeah.
It was
Hell yeah.
good.
Was it nerve wracking? Because like, I mean, you're watching your partner box, so
Of
I'd be
course,
fucking
I
scared.
was scared he was gonna get like hit in the head, and then what
Yeah.
if he just gets a concussion and dies or something? I don't know. There's a real fear of that. Head injuries are terrible.
Yeah,
One hit and you can literally like get brain damage and stuff.
Yeah.
So I was scared of that. But then as soon as I saw his form and stuff, I'm like, yeah.
He knows. He's good.
Yeah,
He's
he
good.
knows.
Yeah,
he
he's
knows.
really good.
He
Yeah.
knows.
Especially like out of a lot of people, he just seemed like he took to it so naturally.
Yeah.
He's
as
the
well.
type of person where if he wants to learn something, he will learn it.
Yeah.
He
That
will
makes sense.
put it his all. So I was very impressed. But you were gonna talk about that with him.
Yeah.
And,
We'll talk about it with him as well.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, am I allowed to like? Wait, is this like separate? Am I coming out first and then he's
Yeah.
coming?
Yeah,
out?
you're coming on
So am I
first.
spoiling the guest for the next?
Yeah,
one?
so,
No,
You could spoil
Well,
it.
it's-
so spoilers, Michael Reeves next episode.
Yeah.
You guys should definitely talk to him about anime and British food.
I'm excited because I'm gonna be like not the British. So
Yeah.
it's gonna be Michael versus these two.
I know one of the shows he loves, so I'm excited to talk to him about that.
Yeah.
His loves what?
He loves banana fish. He
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
I thought you were about to say Arcane. I was like, God help me.
Can we talk to him about Arcane?
He loves Arcane.
Let's fucking
Let's
go!
go!
Dude, let's go!
Let's go!
Oh my god.
So he's a human being.
Yeah.
Everyone loves Arcane.
A sheep.
At this point, he's not watching it out of spite.
Yeah, no, that's what
Yeah,
he does.
that's why it's
his
so
thing.
funny.
Yeah.
That's his thing.
Yeah.
That's
It's
what I love
it's
to
been
do.
going on so long
Oh,
now. Yeah.
It's so funny where I just
You're
go.
depriving yourself of one of the greatest TV shows out of all time out of spite.
Yeah.
Hey, 'cause what can I say? I'm a cancer.
Okay. All right. Fair.
Yeah.
Well, guys, thank you so much for watching the Trash Taste podcast episode number.
I don't know.
something.
Malin?
106.
But it's 106 maybe.
Yeah,
Okay, it's
106
probably
maybe.
106, probably not
Okay,
because
so
with
episode number 106,
Insert.
107, 108.
Use one of those.
And if you like this, make sure to check out the description for these gamer sub bottles. Code Trash Taste for 10% off. I don't know. Is it 10%? It's probably something like that,
something
right?
like that.
Something
Yeah,
like
and
that.
like you know,
Do you want to shout out our patrons as well?
Patreon.
Yeah.
Oh, look at all these
right
names.
Yeah.
Look at all these names. They're on
Look
screen
at
right
all
now.
these names that
Oh
are
my
on
God,
screen
thank
right
you
now.
so much for contributing. Wow.
Wow, how nice.
Wow, look at wow.
I can't wait to come on your show and then just
do the exact
be a
same
little,
thing.
just be a
Hey
little
guys,
shit.
welcome to the Offline TV podcast.
Yeah, well, thank you so much. Make sure hit us subscribe, give us a comment. Like, what was your favorite topic in today's podcast, and who do you want to see next?
Should Joey watch Arcane?
And should Connor box?
Oh yeah, all
Yeah.
these,
So
all
many
these
questions
things.
to be
many
answered.
questions.
So
Yeah,
many.
What
yeah.
are you gonna do?
But of course, as well, check out Lily's stuff. Links in the description
Yeah,
below.
check out Lilypichu on Spotify and get me those stream plays.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Get that
Go
extra
platinum.
0.01 cents.
Not even,
play.
man.
Not even.
0.00.
Yeah,
It's like that little for like one play.
Yeah,
Oh my
it's,
God.
it's
Nothing,
ridiculous.
yeah.
But hey, if you like to support the show, go over to our Patreon, patreon.com/trashtaste. Also follow us on Twitter, send us some memes on the subreddit, and if you hate our face, listen to us on Spotify. But
Wow.
yeah, thanks for coming,
Yeah.
Lily.
That was really professional.
Thank
Good
you.
job,
Yeah.
Joy.
Thank you. Thank you.
That's why we leave the outros to him.
Yeah, that's
Like,
I
we
do it
literally
really
don't
good.
even
I don't
try to
do it.
touch it.
I don't
Yeah.
even know what to say.
Yeah. If he's not here, I'm just like, I don't know what to fucking say.
How do we end this show?
Bye.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.